Mic check, and we are live. There we go. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Welcome to the podcast. Everybody eats. We eat Wednesdays. Speaking of eating, I just made me some homemade tacos. Only thing suck is we ain't had no sour cream. Damn, I done went to the store and bought everything except sour cream, but they good. Ah, I mean, mm, mm. I had a garlic in there, little vinegar for the twang, fresh avocado, fresh lettuce and tomato, that nice mild cheese, that nice nacho crunch. I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. You already know how we do. Now I gotta do the part that I can't stand. That's invite all y'all raggedy asses. Tonight we're gonna be joining my man Ty Gibson. He'll be joining me soon here. So let me see what's going on here. Um, okay. Let me get in here and let me add all my people. Oh, how we do. Now I gotta do the part that I can't stand. Hold on. No, come in here. I'm busy. I'm working. I told you I told you you're already done. Yeah. I'm working. Let's see. You know me, I always gotta go through I gotta go through family stuff. You feel me? Oh, this is the part I can't stand though, man. Yo, why can't I find some of my friends on here? What is going on here? Oh, there you go. What's up, Pedenley? You in the building early? What's goody? Let me see. Oh my gosh, there's so many of y'all, man. I got too many of y'all, man. It's friends. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to lower my friends list. There you go. Yeah, we tuning in with my man Ty Gibson tonight. He's gonna be pulling in here in a minute, shortly. I'm just adding everybody, make sure everybody get off in here. You know what I mean? Just adding everybody. I'm gonna make this. You know what? That's a good idea. I just got a good idea how I'm gonna do this next time, and then I'm just gonna click on and everybody understand when I'm on and live. I got an idea. Thank y'all very much for that motivation. You ain't even said nothing. That's crazy talk. What do I feel like I'm missing, folk? Oh, Ty's already in the building. What's going on, Mr. Gibson?
Not a whole lot, man. Am I too early or right
No,
on time? Too late or what?
you right on time. I'm just
Okay,
still,
perfect,
I'm still adding folk for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but I just can't add my people, and then they just pull up. So I got to do this whole thing manually. But I just figured out a way to get it all done. I'm gonna put everybody in one group, and I'm just gonna click that group and say live. There it is, done. So what's up? What's up, Mike Salinas?
Mo,
What's
I'm
good,
getting ready
Burnt
to grab my
Minter?
coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Wait, where you going? Everybody's in. They are saying what's up and everything.
I'm grabbing my coffee real quick.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just got here, so I had to find a quiet place. But yeah, anyway, I'll be right back. 10 seconds.
All right. Yeah, my man in here early. We right on time. Actually, right at 6. We're very punctual, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we roll. We're punctual. We're a punctual people. Just FYI. How y'all doing out there in La La Land, man? I just want to say again, man, my bad to everybody that was out there doing y'all's thing at what you call South by Southwest. For me this year, South by was just more of a distraction for me. Hold on, hold on a second, y'all. There we go. Is that better? Or is this better? Yeah, I think that's better. There we go. Yeah. South by Southwest was more of a distraction for me, ladies and germs. I basically have been just up to my neck in footage and editing and doing 3D logos and all kinds of stuff. So, salute to all the people that was out there doing their thing. Whether you were an artist doing music or you were an artist doing graphic design or as in Red Fox resin, you were doing stuff like that. Salute to all that. I know y'all killed it at South by. I wasn't there as much. I only went down there with the J King thing because I was booked for that. I actually booked that so that I could be a part of that. So I scheduled that, but I tried to get out there, but it was just so much. But I appreciate everybody that was out there turning up and turning out. I know y'all killed it. And tonight we are joined here with the man Ty Gibson. Everybody knows this man. Don't even play.
Nah, not everybody. Not everybody. That's why. Anyway, yeah.
Not everybody. Well, I feel like people know you. But okay, that's all right. We're gonna know you today, though.
For a while, so
okay. Well, we're gonna know you. We're gonna know you today, though. So, without further ado, introduce yourself to the people. Let everybody know who you are and what you bring and what you're all about. You have the floor. Go ahead.
sounds great. Well, I appreciate you accepting my request for the interview, Mo. That actually means a lot. I've been watching you for quite some time. I believe I saw you do some work for King Kenobi maybe like a year and a half ago, and that's was I was like, oh, okay,
Years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it may have actually been years ago. But my name is Ty Gibson, human being first of all. Um, I run a company called Prepare for the Plug, which is an artist development company with managerial duties. I'm not, I'm able to wear my managerial hat when need be. Originally from Washington, D.C., educator by day, youth sports programmer in my spare time, actually, and then running this company. And also manage a young guy named CP Looney.
Awesome.
And that's my story.
Are you sticking with that story, or
exactly?
Are we gonna hear something else in Fox News? Like,
maybe you never know.
So he is so you're a management team of sorts. Is that correct in saying?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, because I manage talent,
Yeah.
I've been able to form a team around me. The things that complement me well.
Yeah.
I'm not really too good on the computer, so I definitely like to have people that take care of that kind of stuff for me. Um,
So, question: what's the name of the company again? You said manage the plug.
yeah, prepare for the plug.
Prepare for the plug. Thank you
Yep.
for that question.
Ab-
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Yeah, we're here live with my man Ty Gibson. He is a manager. You would say you were a promoter too, right? I thought you were more promoting. When I met you with King
I
Kenobi,
mean,
you were kind of managing and
well,
promoting him a little bit. No?
I mean, I guess to be in the entertainment industry, you have to wear certain hats at certain points. So when I have clients that are hardworking people, I like to help by promoting.
Right.
So yeah. So I mean, I've thrown events before, but that's not I wouldn't say that's my forte. I have like a whole plan on how to throw an event, but I haven't thrown one in actually since 2018. We booked Meg The Stallion for South by Southwest 2018 for $500.
Wow.
So yeah. So that was a lick
Just yeah, just the hit, yeah, for sure. So basically, if artists were to come to you, what could you provide for artists? Could you provide artists a way to get, you know what I'm saying? Like break that down for artists.
that's a great question because I think a lot of people uh, are not sure about what I do or what I can offer.
Right.
And some people that understand what I offer think that I can get them more than I can't just like all of a sudden start getting you paid shows. That's just not how it works. Like anyway, I'll get into that a little bit later on.
Right,
But
right, right, right.
so I decided to call it that. I was hanging out with a good buddy of mine named Rob Flame. I don't know if you guys know Rob Brown, Rob Flame.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with him when I first got back to Texas, and in 2000 summer 2020, and I was sitting there telling him, I'm like, man, I was like, the one thing I do know how to do is I know how to get you prepared for that next step, for that plug. And he
Yes.
was like, say, fam, that's the name of the company, you know? So just like that, I was like, man, prepare for the plug. So essentially, I want to get, like no matter where you are with your career, even if it's not a career yet, right? Even if you just, are deciding to take your first steps, imagine being an artist with no leadership, with no guidance, trying to navigate the music industry, the entertainment industry. It's the chances are slim. Like I can help cut down on the amount of time that you are pursuing a career in music. So I want to get you prepared for whatever naturally comes up next in your pursuit of the music business, right? I mean,
Gotcha.
you know, um, I teach the fundamentals of marketing. Like I'm not like a marketing, uh, you know, analyst by any means, but I understand how to target your audience. Um, we go over paperwork. Do you have your ASCAP or BMI? Do you have your LLC or DBA? Do you have, are you registered with SoundScan, Media Base? Like, if you don't have your a strong foundation, then you're never going to be able to move forward properly and with confidence. So I
Okay.
try to instill that confidence. People call me coach, right? So I'm a coach. I want to encourage you through practice, and then when it's game time, when it's show time, when it's you're shooting a video or whatever or what have you, that's when that's the game. And then we we'll kind of go over what how the day went, and then change the plans accordingly, right? So, but I don't want anyone to get confused. It does take a budget to give this music business a run. You don't have to have like an astronomical amount, but you need to have I'm gonna say at least $500 a month. Like to give it a decent run, right? Most videos are going to cost you more than that right now. But let's say you shot a video and it's crisp and clean and it looks good. It's a good song. You can put a few $100s into marketing, but you have to know where that is going. You
Right.
know, a lot of people kind of like just, you know, shoot, aim, and fire. You know, they shoot, you know, and so, you know, I like to, you know, I like to just talk, you know, talk sense into my clients. It's like, all right, you know, so here's how you think it should be,
Right.
but here's actually how it is. Now, I want to take your ideas that you have, your creative ideas, and mix it all in there, you know. But I just had a conversation the other night, you know, with a guy that is a client of mine, and you know, he was saying, well, why can't it be my way? And I had to tell him, like, you know, like you don't have the experience to say I'm just going to do things my way. Like you can,
Right.
you can do that by all means, but you might not head in all the right directions that
And they got to ask themselves the
you.
questions. A lot of these guys that are starting out, you know what I'm saying? You're in your 30s. You've been doing it your way. And you ain't went anywhere. So I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I gotta say, and I got a couple people, couple questions for you. But I gotta say this: you sound like a management company. Maybe you ought to just kind of pick up that mantle and just see where it takes you.
You know
I
what?
mean,
And that's something that I've definitely considered. You know, I've had a couple of extremely talented artists hit me up about management,
yeah,
but you know, to be honest with you, and to be honest with anyone who's watching, I have a hard time like giving my all and believing in something that I haven't previously had my hands on. I can't
right,
just say because I'm not really in it for the money. I want to earn money, right? But I'm
yeah,
not like, oh yeah, this dude is making money. Let's go. I've just always been more of like you know, I want to have a relationship.
yeah.
You know, like both.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to do that, and also to add to that, I mean, first of all, when an artist submits themselves to you and their craft to you, they got there's got to be that trust. Okay, they got to say, "Hey, I'm trusting you with my art, with my craft, whatever I got going to
Yeah,
carry me to the next level." And they've got to be able to let you have that kind of control. A lot of people don't want is that right there. They don't want to let go of that control. They want to hold on to everything and they want to run their. I've tried to help a lot of people on it. Well, I don't want to be Cruise Rum Sounds because that's my label. You know what I mean? And they're like, I want to rock with Cruise Rum Sounds, but I still want to be me. I want to be my entity and everything like that. I'm like, well, if you're gonna work with me, you got to be umbrellaed under my. You can still be you, but you got to be umbrellaed under me, and you got to follow my guidance. That ego has to go out the door or to the side. I mean, if it's gonna work, because that's how you get that relationship that you're talking about, as
yep,
far
yep.
as being able to have your hands on it. They've got to let you have your hands on it. But a lot of people, they won't do that because they're worried that people take stuff from them, take ideas, take creativity, whatever, take credit. And that's what it's all about. We're worried more about the clout than the creativity. And that's where it
Right,
gets
right.
lost. So your thoughts, go ahead.
I mean, you know, we all have egos, you know, but it's definitely the way you shift it. You know, like you know, I find it kind of interesting when artists get online and just talk about being the best out there. It's just like, you know, without doing any kind of marketing. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
Says who?
you're the
Yeah.
best out there, you know, that no one's ever heard of, right? I mean, is that
Right.
you know, is that the path you want to continue
If
on?
that's the case, you
Or
win.
right, right, exactly. Yeah, you know, you're the winner, you know, first place. But you know, like I said, we all have egos. It's just you have to be able to shift it, and you have to be able to. I don't know, man. Like I always prefer the level head, right? The level head, like
Right.
just the humble, the you know rather calm. You know, I
Yeah.
don't want to work with you and feel like I'm going to get into a confrontation with somebody else. Like that's just not. You know, I
Yeah.
have not been in a fist fight since I was in fourth grade, so I'm not about to fight. You know, with
Right.
at some nightclub or at some bar or venue. You know, and so
Right.
um, you know, like when I have my clients, they're a straight up representation of me and my brand.
Hmm.
And you know, if you're not out there to network, if you're not, you know, like those are things that I have kind of built myself up on was networking, right? Just being a
Right.
handshake. You know, a lot of people don't know. When I came to Austin, I came by myself. I hit the ground first started getting out there to network in 2009. I moved down in 2007. So I had to find my way. I went
Right.
everywhere. If you ask people, locally, they'll like Ty. I've seen Ty for 12 or 13 years,
Yeah.
and by myself most of the time, and so I had to find my own way. So, I was able to do, I'm definitely not where I want to be by any stretch of the imagination, but, I've been able to move up.
Right.
And it's it was all done through relationship building, through networking, right? And so, if you're going to show up and not do any kind of networking, or if you're going to show up and just be rude, I just that bothers me,
Yeah.
and so I need to have those guys that understand that, I can help you, but you have to meet me more than halfway.
So
you know?
I'll ask you this question. This is a
Yep.
question that's plagued me. I sometimes feel like I can't do enough. I feel like, the more I try to help people, people take a lot of the help for granted. I found that I've had frustrations with just because I'm willing to help you, you get these people that think that you'll stop doing everything that you're doing at a drop of a hat for them. And they don't understand that when they don't give anything back, they don't realize that that's a type of using. You know what I mean? I don't mind helping you, but don't waste my time. You don't want me to waste your time, don't waste my time. And so the question then I'm asking is how can we find a place where artists can come to us and get the help they need, but also they can feel like they can feel that security, that confidence in us that we're going to help them get there without having to feel like, no, 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 I'm letting you, but I'm not letting you. Do you understand my question? Does that make
Yep.
sense?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Okay, your thoughts?
Um, so when I first start, so I've been managing much longer than I've been running the artist development company. All right. So I took on my first client. I had no idea what I was doing back in late 2009. Had no idea what I was doing. I actually threw an event at the old Aces Lounge on 6th Street
Uh huh.
Sunday after Thanksgiving of 2009. I had 50 people there. From they cashed me out. They gave me three $5 bills. I was like, man, I can make some money out here,
Yeah.
But I just lost my train of thought. Mo, can you?
So we're talking about how we can help artists trust in us that
Yeah,
they.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So I had to realize that the more I moved along, that I had to start setting boundaries.
Yeah.
And I have everything. Like my clients now get a rollout checklist, right? I have different things, like different sheets of good etiquette, on inboxing people and emailing people and phone calls and text messages, right? I try to work on that kind of stuff so that you're a likable person, you're a likable
Right.
artist that people want to work with you.
Yeah.
So people know that you can't just get a hold of me, any time of the night. I now have a family. I didn't have a family before.
Right.
I'm now, engaged and living in Houston, with a stepson, and so, I'm no longer that accessible. So, I have weekly scheduled calls with my clients. I got one tonight at 8 o'clock, right? I'm going to call him
Yeah.
and we're going to go over, the goals that he's, that I've set forth for him. We're
Facts.
going to talk about what he's accomplished, and then I give each client of mine some action items to knock out. So I I organized it. I wasn't as organized as I am now, right? I had to learn some tough lessons, but it was all worth it because now I feel like I have like a really solid program. Like I was always a solid dude,
Hi, my Sherry. Right.
always a solid guy, and wanted the best for everybody. But now I actually have, you know a plan of action for
Yeah.
everything. And so, but it took me a while though to set those boundaries. So, you know, um, and I'd like to think that my clients know that I have the best interest for them.
I'm.
I want
Yeah.
I want the best for them. Like if you send me a recording that just sounds bad, I'm going to say, look, this is not industry standard. You
Right.
got to go somewhere else. I don't care where you go, but like you can't. You're not going to be able to progress like you want to if your production sounds bad, if your recording and mixing and mastering sounds bad. Like the levels
Yeah.
are off, you know. So,
Right.
you know, I've had to learn that over time. Like, all right, these guys are really looking up to me to provide that kind of feedback. So I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to give them my truth, you know. And sometimes they don't agree with me, but I'm never just going to give an opinion
In the wallet.
without having any kind of like, you know, background information. You know, like I'm not going to say
Right.
that's trash.
It's in the
I just
wallet.
don't like it. I'm going to say, man, you know,
Yeah.
the recording could have been done better. You know, I can tell that you rushed through the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, or rush through your, you know, through your verses. You
Right.
know, so like I said, but it's taking me some time though, Mo. Like, so definitely don't give up on helping people, because it took me a while. It took me a while to really understand how to help people the way I knew, and how also like using my strengths. Right, I'm a
Right.
relationship builder. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not an analytics guru. You know,
Right. Oh no,
so
I'll never give up. Helping people, that's just who I am. I've always been that. I've been picking up strays. I remember since high school, letting people stay at my house, living in it. I was struggling. I ain't had 2 pieces of bread to eat, much less spit in the middle of it to have flavoring. You know what I'm saying? And I was
right,
always like,
right.
I've been that guy my whole life. I'm
Yeah,
always
well,
gonna be
honestly,
there.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
saying you sound
Everybody,
so, you know,
everybody. But my thing, I got a shirt that says a real friend stabs you in the front. Basically, he's gonna tell you the shit you don't want to hear. And we got a lot of guys that are accustomed to everybody sugarcoating everything and hey man, that's dope, that's dope, it's dope. I've played a lot of music in here. My studio ain't $10 million, but I can hear quality when when it's quality, and I can hear when uh um recordings and EQing and everything is off, that everything is nasally, because that's one thing I'm very particular about with my recordings. And I hear it with my music when I do
yeah,
stuff. So you know what I'm saying? So I can tell when somebody's taking their time, and other times when it's rushed. So, I try to tell a lot of artists, and then you're a hater and this and that. And it's like it's the same argument I had with homosexuality. I don't like homosexuality. I don't hate homosexuals. But if you say that, you're a homophobe. I'm not a homophobe because I don't hate the people. I just hate the deed. You get what I'm saying? I don't hate, I just don't agree with it. That's not my thing. But I mean, what does it matter? I don't agree with racism, but here it is. It's still here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
yeah.
Everybody has things they like and they get along with, and things they don't like and they don't get along with. But that doesn't mean that I hate you. It doesn't mean that you can't exist. No, exist. Do your thing, and you can exist, and I'm just fine with you as long as I can exist. But we can't have it like that. And so a lot of people get in their feelings when you tell them, and then oh man, this dude is a hater and he's a this and he's a that. No, I'm not. I'm your friend. What kind of a friend would I be if I didn't say, whoa, you could take a little more time with that? But a lot of guys don't want to hear that. So I stopped getting my blood pressure up, because I can't be more excited about your craft or your thing than you are. I
Right.
can't care about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't be that way.
So they got to get their priorities together. A lot of people we're money oriented first. No, the money comes after. You got to love what you do, and loving what you do ain't just as easy as saying, "Man, I just love getting in the booth and spitting on the mic." Anybody could do this. But you got to really be passionate about what you're writing. You got to be able to tell a story that people can identify with and relate to, um, and will care about. Because why do we give a shit about you? And then you got to be okay with your personality. I mean, we got an Eminem, we got a Lil Wayne, we got a the Baby and a Lil Baby and a Drake and a this and a that. We got all that, a Method Man and whatever's going on out there. We got all that already. But why do we care about you? We care about them, but why do we care about you? You see what I'm saying? So we got to get these artists to understand that the steps, man, the steps to this. And then when you're where you're supposed to be at, you're gonna have more money than you know what to do with. But you get these guys out here that's more interested in going to the mall and buying a watch that looks like something, buying earrings that look like something, putting a bunch of crap in their teeth and wearing chains, and you look the part. You know what I'm saying? Until somebody comes up with that diamond tester, and then and also you gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Oh
Yeah.
man, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
You know, though, well, I mean, that's. I think that a lot of artists believe that that is a way to, and it is. It's a way to market themselves, right? You
Yeah.
know, but you know, I mean, you can take selfies as you know many times as you want, but you know,
Yeah.
until you get like a good looking photo shoot, you know, and start like rolling out your work, you look like like a hobbyist, and so
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that I really enjoy, in the city of Austin,
Yeah, me too. I
and
got a
and I
lot of
and I
them.
know and I can tell you where they are. I can
Yeah.
tell you which guys are at what points of their career, and can either take that next step up or can take no steps at all. You
Right.
know, um, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of talent in Austin, tons of talent. But
Man,
also, I have clients in Houston. I have clients in North Carolina. I have clients in New York. I have clients in shit. Where else?
you got to say California. You got to.
Not yet. Not yet.
What's it?
Not yet.
We're gonna take a commercial break until Ty gets his list together. He's joking, y'all. He's no okay. Hey, by the way, so you answered the question. There was a question. If you only manage, or would you only manage artists locally in your area? And you just answered that. You're all over the place, Houston and
Yeah. But I do want to make sure that I'm clear though. I run a artist slash talent development company. All right.
right.
That's so the one artist that I do manage, and his name is CP Looney, right? And,
Yeah,
and and he'll tell you that I coached him for 2 years. We've been working together for 4 years now. Like we didn't
yeah,
have that conversation about me managing him until he showed me that he was like, was ready to go. So
right,
then it's like, and I enjoyed his music, I enjoyed his work ethic, I enjoyed his, you know, uh, just the way he is on social media,
right. Facts.
and so I'm just like, yeah, let's work. So a lot
Yeah,
of artists are like hitting me up, hey man, will you manage me? It's like I can't put my all into it without knowing what you got going on, like everything that you got going on. Like I don't want to
Let's
just
take a second here. Let's take a
yeah,
second to elaborate on that, just because that's a very important. It's a very important. It's a very important point that you're making. Um, so because we don't want artists to get confused about what it is that you actually do. So you sound more like like a mentor. You mentor the artists and you coach them into
yep,
getting them into, and then you position them.
yep.
Um, and a lot of people can get that confused with management. It's a type of management, but at the same time, it's a different kind of management. Like you're
Yeah,
not
no,
giving
I'm
them
definitely still managing you, but
right.
I'm a coach slash manager.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I can put on my managerial hat at the drop of a dime. Like like if I need to
Right.
represent you, if I if I need to to email somebody on your behalf, or just I can do that kind of stuff. But
Facts.
I'm also not an enabler. I'm not going to like if
Sugarcoat
you
shit, brown nose, and kiss your ass and be
well,
a
I
yes
mean, if,
man.
if you're brand new to being an artist and you get offered a chance to open up for Jay-Z tomorrow, I'm gonna say, look, man, that's not a good look. No matter what, that'll be
Yeah.
hard for someone to turn down. But like, if you're not ready, if you never performed before, if you
Yeah.
never rehearsed before, if you don't have any music, like, I'm not gonna say, man, that's a good idea. Like, I'm gonna
Right.
say, hey, let's work on these things.
Right.
Let's work on these 10 different things, and then that opportunity comes up again, or a different opportunity comes up, you'll be prepared
Right.
for it.
Well,
you know?
hopefully, if Jay Z's reaching out to you, then you've done something that
Right. Well,
you know.
I may have overshot that, but
Yeah. Let's
just
take a second. Let's hold on. Sorry to cut you off. Let's just take a second to recognize and acknowledge all the people that have tuned in. Those y'all that are tuning in, thanks everybody that's tuning in to Everybody Eats podcast. This is We Eat Wednesdays with Ty Gibson. Those of y'all that don't know him, and shout out to everybody that's in here. We got who all we got in here?
This is
Rachel
Turk,
Noel. What's up? CJ the Tool Man is in the building. Mike Trey. What's
DJ.
up,
I just
Chris
saw him
Turk?
on Sunday. Saw
Alicia
Burn.
Burton.
Burn. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Mo. Mo was
What's up?
my first interview.
Michael Salinas, thank you. Alexandra Penley of Red Fox Penley. If y'all are I said Red Fox Penley, Red Fox Resin, y'all check her out, man. That's the other half of G Smith. G Smith should be in here, man. We're waiting to see everybody else get in here. Who all in the building? Joe Perez, what's good? I seen some other people have tuned in here.
Mike
Let me
Trey,
see.
what up?
Yeah. Lydia, what's up? My man Kiki, what's up? Kiki Webb. Superman, Mr. Mainstream is in the building. Brandon Gilbert, what's up, Brandon? It's cool chilling
Oh,
with you
Mr.
at
Mainstream is
Southside.
in the building. Where's he at?
Huh? Who's
Where's
that?
Mr. Mainstream at?
He's on.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
He in here. Yeah, what's goody, baby?
Yeah,
You feel me?
we go back some years, actually, man.
Oh
I go
yeah.
back some years with a lot of people, though. You know, like I said,
We got Big Tree. Shout out CHHK, man. College of Hip Hop
Big
Knowledge.
Tree
Them
for
guys.
real.
Big Tree for real. I always rocked with Big Tree. But the one that I was really how I really got close with him was I used to mess with his cousin. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, so I don't know when his cousin's gonna come back out, man. But you know, that was my boy back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to his cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? My man E, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where he's been. I heard he got into some stuff. He had to handle some stuff. I hope he's back out in the world. I can't wait for him to get out. So shout out to that. But anyway, thanks to everybody that's tuned in. King D is in the building with King Dynasty Entertainment. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that Red Tears movie coming out that he gave me. He gave me the opportunity to shoot and put together. So that's gonna be coming up here soon. So shout out to that movement. Anyway, this is Ty Gibson, the man, the myth, the legend, management, promoter, all the things he said he's not, but in a way he kind of is doing it. I mean, Ty, come on,
No.
come on.
Listen, man, I don't. You know, I just try to be an honest and good person first.
Yeah.
You know, and then let my skill set take over. You know, like I said, I'm a networker. I'm a relationship builder. You know, I got people that I met 10 years ago that only one time that I can call. I can call them right now. Hey,
Facts.
Ty, and
Yeah.
and that's why this past South by Southwest was really beneficial because I saw people that I hadn't seen in years.
Yeah.
Connected with them again. You know, it's just like, and now of course they've leveled up as well. So it's just like, oh, shoot, okay, now I gotta revisit that connection.
You gotta get back. Yeah, man, get back in. I mean, with COVID knocked a lot of people back, man. Shout out E Walking, man. He's out in the street, man. Shout out to that, man. That was my man. I was just telling y'all about my man E. So shout out to that, man. No, but Ty, yeah, definitely, man. That's how I knew you. I knew you, but I thought of you with King with King Kenobi. I thought that you were his agent. I thought, so
I mean, Kenobi is an extremely talented guy. Yeah, he makes really good records. I like his music a lot.
Yep.
And so, you get that with me though. You sign up for Prepare for the Plug. I'm going to represent you. Now, if you're not like following expectations, then it'll be harder for you to get that representation. I mean, what I do is month to month.
Yeah.
So I'm not locking anybody into any contracts and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't want to be in a contract myself. So everything's month to month. And you can sign up with me for 1 month and then never see me again or hear from me again, right? But you can get that. You can get that kind of representation if you are following along with the process, man.
Facts.
So, and that sometimes that can sometimes turn into a difficult conversation, but that's what I'm there for. I'm there to have those difficult conversations because artists need that.
So a couple questions. First of all, that's facts. People need those conversations because those are the conversations that's either going to make you or break. It's going to level you up, or your ego is going to get the better of you, and then you're going to fail, and you're going to just be, everybody's a hater, and then you're never going to get anywhere, and you're going to be doing underground, local, nobody knows you shit forever. Or you take the constructive criticism. There's a different type of criticism, y'all. Constructive, and take it. It ain't nobody trying to hate on you. If somebody cares about you, it's like the question we asked earlier: what kind of a friend would I be if I let you put out trash music? I'm not a real friend. I'm just a yes man. That's not a real friend. A real friend stabs you in the front. They don't stab you in the back. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and believe me, it hurts less. I mean, it's just your pride that's been dented. But if that's the worst of it, next thing you know, you're selling hit records because you took heed. Shout out GRG gang, bro. Yeah, I see the movement. But no, the question is, AB Da Vinci, what's goody? Hi, Alicia. Anyway, the question is, so Ty, are we on here today? Are we trying to recruit artists? Are we trying to get, because I think a lot of these, I can feel it. They're not asking the question, but you can just feel like that's the question. Like, so what are we doing, Ty? Are we
No,
forging
no. So
relationships
I
here?
really, I want to connect with you just to, so, a lot of people tell you I can help out with other people's marketing schemes, but I have a very hard time marketing myself.
Mm,
Um, I also, I feel like in order to market properly, you have to like kind of show off a little bit, and that's not really my style. So I've always struggled to be like, all right, I have this company that's it's wonderful for artists, uh, and how do I get the word out? So I've every once in a while I'll go on like a little stretch where I'm like, all right, I got to market myself. I got to market myself.
right.
Then I kind of like will slow down on it. So this something that one of my advisors told me last year. She's like, Ty, you've got to start doing more podcasts.
Hmm.
And so this is the fourth podcast I've ever done. And
Oh,
she's absolutely right. Because you know, people that don't know me, or people that know me on a personal level, but maybe not on a professional level. People that know me on a professional level, but not on a personal level. Those are intertwined.
right,
Like those are like I carry over my decency
right.
into my professional career. So, you know, um, so that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna hit up Mo because I actually one of your buddies had hit me up a few weeks ago and asked me if I would, Mr. Douglas asked me if I would join, and I think I said, hey, I'm not in Austin anymore, but can we do a Zoom call?
Yeah.
And then that's just kind of where the conversation ended. So I was like, man, I got to hit up Mo. I watch watch your podcast every once in a
Yeah.
while. And so I'm like, man, I actually really, for some reason, I feel like you would pull the good information out of me.
I
So
was, and you remember my response when you asked me?
said that you were waiting on me.
It was about goddamn time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen you
But
doing your promo stuff. And so you got a lot of comments popping in. Let's touch a couple of comments. First of all, AB Da Vinci says, "Yo, tap in, Burnt Minter Jr. 4-4 guy, another 4-4 guy. He's dope too." Says straight up. A lot of people are agreeing with what you're talking about. King D says that's how you got to do business. Facts. King D also asks, "How much for a month of promotion?" Uh, Big Tree says that was his problem. He had trouble promoting himself and everything. He's not really the show off type, also. And then Alicia laughs. Also, people agree about boundaries. That's facts. So shout out to everybody that's typing in your comments and everything. You guys know you can click the link in the comments, and you can also get in here and join Ty. And I set this up because remember COVID. I used to have people. I still got the couch in here. This is the couch right here. I had people come in here and we would podcast live right here in the studio. But I live way out in Leander, and it was far for a lot of artists to get in here, and so it was a difficult
Wilco,
thing, right? And
yeah,
and that.
yeah,
Yeah, man, I got paperwork on me, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be out there mobile.
yeah,
Hey,
right.
you can
I got to
FaceTime
tail
me.
light out. Shit.
Yeah. So, but no, so I did it. I set it up this way so everybody's safe. You could be in the comfort of your own home or wherever you're at, and just feel free to just talk and conversate and promote. We're all
Yeah.
here. Everybody knows me. I've been doing this. This is season 5. I've been doing this a few years. Big Tree was him and E Walk and him was one of my first guests way back. And then Superman, Mr. Mainstream, I think came in about season 2, season 3. Shout out my girl Nakia Nicole and them. They've been doing it. King D, not King D, King Kenobi. He been there since RIP. He used to make beats on the podcast while I was recording live. So him and Mr. Matt Lemons. I don't speak bird. Shout out to that movement. Do you know his boy Matt Lemons?
You know what? I feel like so. Quick little story about me. I moved to Austin, to the Austin area. Actually moved to Leander in 2007 from Washington D.C.
Nice.
And I'm not sure, like Matt Lemons, his name rings a bell for sure. I feel like he may have been one of the kids that I taught
Yeah.
or saw when I was working at Leander High School, but I don't even know if he went to Leander High School. But I just assumed that he's from around that area.
That would have been a while ago. Well, I figure he's in his 30s now, so that was about
I
what?
worked there from 07 to 09.
So he might have. Would he have been in high school in 07? I don't even think. I don't know. I mean, that's 2007. That's what. That's about what 13 years ago. And in 30, 10, 20, 30, and maybe he might have been senior year, maybe junior, senior year, give or take, depending on what age he is in his 30s. If he's like 30, 31, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So how much for a month of promotion?
So I really don't like to discuss any kind of rates, except for over the phone. But it's definitely worth the price of admission for sure. So King D, you can find me Ty Gibson on Facebook, or I can even I'm not sure if I can just private chat you my phone number. And that way we can we can chop it up anytime you can.
Is that my friend? Is that my friend, Mr. Douglas, you was talking about?
No, not that I know of.
Which Douglas? Which Douglas are you talking about? Go Rogue?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Doug Naraldin. Yeah, he's actually supposed to be my co-host on this podcast, but I'm not sure what we got mixed up a little bit. But I was gonna have him co-host on this podcast with me, and then he was in, but I'm not sure why it hasn't happened. I'm still waiting on him. He's still the door is still wide open for him to get in here because I'm a big supporter of Go Rogue podcast. ATX stand up, you already know. So I don't know. He's doing his podcast, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Is that sent for me or is that for King D?
For anybody, yeah, King D specifically, but anyone that has any kind of questions that we don't discuss.
King D, just add him on Facebook. Just Ty Gibson. He's on the podcast. By the way, go ahead.
A couple of profiles though, just to be fair.
Yeah. Let people know where they can find you. Let's take a second to let people know where they can find you at, Ty.
Absolutely. So on Facebook. Yeah, sounds great, King D. Yeah, I'll get right back with you. Sure. You find me Ty Gibson on Facebook. I have some artwork from Looney as my profile picture right now. On Instagram, you can find me at Ty J Gibson, TY, middle initial J, GIBSON. And then my other page is at prepare #4 the plug on Instagram as well. So
awesome. And we'll visit that again before the podcast is over, before the interview is over. Yeah, definitely Burnt Minter. I see you, family. Yeah, shout out Go Rogue podcast for sure, man. I did when he'd been doing it for a little bit, and I was there when he interviewed G Smith and ATX Cypher. Shout out to that movement. And I did some video footage of that, man. So, and I've just been a fan of his, the way they just get down, man. It's like you remember that old show, what was the show called? The Man Show, where they would just drink beer and talk shit. You remember that? Yep. The younger generation probably don't remember that. That was kind of our thing, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s. So it was a show called The Man Show. I think Norm was on it, rest his soul, man. Norm Macdonald and them guys. I think, what's his name? He has a not podcast. He has a live show now. What's that guy? You know what I'm talking about? He has like the late show now. I forget. Dark-haired guy, comedian. I think he was part of the Man Show back in the day. And he's had his own. But anyway, that's what Go Rogue podcast reminds me of. They just be up there rolling and blowing and talking and drinking and just talking shit, man. So I like that. I like that camaraderie that he's developed with that movement. So shout out to that. Back to more questions for Mr. Gibson. Let me get into my other window here because I'm streaming on Twitter, YouTube, and I was streaming on Instagram, but they hate when you promo other things outside of Instagram. So whatever. Anyway, so The question is, again, I guess someone's adding to the question I already asked you. Let's clarify again what it is that you do. So you do wear many hats, but right now you're more into coaching and mentoring, or would you say you're more into the marketing and management of artists and
Oh, coaching and mentoring easily, without a doubt. Like I said, I've been coaching youth sports since I was honestly. I got my first coaching gig when I was 13 years old. So seventh grade, I coached along with a buddy of mine. I coached a team full of kindergartners, soccer team full of kindergartners, like in my community. But that was like where and then I was a counselor in training at the YMCA. Then I moved on to summer camp counselors, and then I started working for a daycare, and then I started working for school district back home. So I've always just been involved with the community and with the youth.
right?
So I decided to like kind of shift gears, like but you know, artists are just bigger kids, right? So I kind of just had to. Everyone likes to be positively reinforced. Everyone likes to have the truth spoken, right? I mean, most people do, you know.
Right.
And but like I said, I consider myself way more of a coach than anything else because I want to encourage people. I want to tell you that you're doing a good job and mean it, and not just be blowing smoke.
Right.
Um, you know,
Facts.
because when you don't do a good job, we'll have that conversation. I'm not going to be like, hey man, that was a horrible job, but I'm gonna say, hey, we got to work on some stuff. You know,
Absolutely,
um,
man.
and so, but I like to provide a plan of action on how we're going to work on those things. And sometimes they follow it, sometimes they don't, just like anyone, right? But
Right.
you know, but like I said, I know like the basics of marketing. I've been a manager, a talent manager for. Now I really only took like a couple years off because I had, I worked with G Jet. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with him, but I worked with him for like 6 years, and that's really where I like cut my teeth. He signed a deal. We had some really big shows opening up for J. Cole and Travis Scott and Kevin, like just stuff that
Yeah.
really fun for me and exciting for me.
Right.
Then we went on the Smokers Club tour 2016. So I've had the chance to like be around people that have are already established,
Yeah.
businessmen and women who are already established, but also businessmen and women who are kind of where I am. We've kind of like known each other the whole time, and we've just been leveling up while we've been going. So
Facts.
like I think people are like wondering like, hey, why should I even pay you to become a client, right? So I've seen it, I've done it, right, and now I'm like a sponge on the stuff that I pick up, you know. And I also have really really strong, trustworthy relationships with people that can help expand someone's brand, you know.
Well, we
Um,
speaking on the point, as far as kind of helping the promo and everything, we can definitely talk offline about that and just kind of helping the, with your thing. I don't mind. Like I said, that's what I do, man. That's what this platform's for, man. You can come on here and talk anytime. If you got ideas and stuff you're trying to do with artists, I'm sure you'll have the audience. I have the audience. And artists are looking for new ways and new open opportunities. Listen, I can speak for a lot of artists, being an artist myself, hence my motto, it takes one to know one.
yeah.
They're tired of being promised a bunch of shit, man. And that's why I was asking you, what is it that you can do to help, especially help me,
So
to help these
that's
artists
yeah,
trust? Go
that's a
ahead.
good question. Wonderful question, Mo. And thank you for asking that. So on our initial phone conversation, after we talk, I'll send them out a questionnaire with, anywhere from like, what is your artist, what's your stage name, to what's your phone number, email address. Are you a business owner, LLC, DBA, or S corp? Uh, do you have BMI or ASCAP? Do you have any merchandise? Do you, how are you distributing your music? You
Right.
know, uh, what's your monthly budget? Right. I mean,
Right.
I've had people that have signed all of me and then only had $50 to spend. It's like, well, I would much rather not even take your money if all you have left over is $50. I'm just not gonna. I'm not that. Not a money. I'm not money hungry like that. I
Right.
understand. Everyone goes through their highs and lows, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that. So, um, So after they send their questionnaire back, then I'm going to ask them for music and some videos. But based off of that, I can kind of shift out how that first month is going to look. So normally, what I like to do is, let's say an artist has a good amount of their behind the scenes stuff done, like their paperwork, right? We're
Right.
gonna pick out a song. Like I like to start fresh. I like to pick out a song. I like to have them send me their records they haven't
Right.
put out yet, and I'm gonna help you choose one. You and I are gonna choose one together that we both agree on. That's a good record, and we're gonna learn how to roll that out. We're gonna learn how to roll out a record, and we're gonna learn how to fundamentally market yourself.
Right.
Nothing fancy, just like, hey, this is how you do this, this is how you do that, this is how you do that, this is how you do that. And then, next time around, or even on that same song, you can take some of the marketing tactics.
What's good?
The mechanic in the building. Superman, Mr. Mainstream, you know who this is.
What's good, Ty?
What's going on, man?
Shit, just getting off work. Just got home.
Oh, yeah, chilling.
Living the new life, the new schedule.
Something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, I like to find that song, roll it out, and then also, like I said, every artist or client gets a rollout checklist. Like there's like, you can check the things off the list as you go on, as you get your content back. It's like, all right, I got this, I got that, and then we end up having a conversation before you start the rollout. Like, all right, now we're gonna plan this rollout out. I'm not gonna. Right. I don't want to talk to you every single day. Hey man, what should I post today? What should I post today? What should I post today? So we have about an hour-long phone call. We go over all that. Hey, Ty, I have 3 different motion graphics. I have my artwork. I have my, I have some pictures, to post, some quality-looking pictures, and I have 12 pieces of content that I want to roll out. All right, cool. So set the date for your single to be dropped on 12 days from now, 6 days from now. You want to double up the content, or you want to just drop, release a piece of content every day to build up the anticipation, right? So I'm just trying to get people to understand that you can't just tag 99 others and say, done my job, now I can relax, So, and also artists need to understand that you have to show that you are an artist year round. You can't just pop in and out. You can. Yeah. I said, once again, I know everyone goes through stuff, but real life is going to happen all the time, right? Regardless. So you have to kind of, in a way, you have to be prepared for when that hits. Like, let's say you're in the middle of like a big project release, and then, you don't put the project out or whatever. Like life gets way too much for you, So, like I said, all this stuff, I understand for sure, and we just try to make the best. We try to, okay, well, this happened, so this didn't happen. So let's get back on board, but you have to come out swinging. Though. You can't just come out back, timidly. You have to show that you're strong. Yeah, and then from there, the first month, like I said, we handle all the rest of the paperwork, work on a single, work on a visual, hopefully. Get some promo visuals. Like I said, there's a whole package of things that are free.
Right.
The whole package of things that cost money. So let's say an artist comes to me and they're like, Ty, I don't really have a budget for this new release. There's enough free things that you can do. And I guarantee you can still get good first week numbers if you do the free stuff.
Facts.
You have to have artwork though. That goes without.
You gotta have the artwork. You gotta have something to show for it. Absolutely.
You can't just say, I just want to put out a record and go, you got to have some kind of content in order to create other free content,
Absolutely. Shout out Joe Perez.
What's going on, Joe?
So no, that's real talk. So here's the thing. What we can do is we could do a prepare for the plug segment on the podcast. And what that means is this is the Ty Gibson window to just sit here and just mentor to artists. We can pull the artists to come in, such as Superman, Mr. Mainstream, and those people that might need that mentorship. This ain't about egos, y'all. This is about just getting you to the next step. If somebody else, it's always good to have a different pair of eyes that can see what you may have overlooked. Because a lot of these artists, from my experience, they're overworked, man. A lot of them are in the studio all the time. They're writing all the time. They're juggling between being single parents, some of them, being in a family situation, life shit, as you spoke of. And so we have a lot of that stuff going on. And it's good to have somebody that you can trust that will keep an eye on your craft and keep your craft grinding and moving while you're doing life shit, and then you
Yeah.
can get back to it. And if that's what you are offering, in fact, I think that Mr. Gibson, can we say Mr. Gibson or Ty? We're not so formal?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I think that you're gonna do very well here in the years to come, as long as artists can put aside that, man, I do me attitude. It's good that you're still doing you, but
But
everybody
yeah,
needs somebody to kind of help. You need a team, and a team that you could trust, and somebody's
Mo, you took the words right out of my mouth, man. You know, you can do everything, right? You
Mhm.
can, but something's going to take a hit. Maybe multiple things are going to take a hit. Maybe you rush through your artwork. Maybe you rush through recording. Maybe you rush through your mixing and mastering. Maybe you rush
Right,
through this, and that. Like something has got to take a hit. Something is not going to be quality. And my program is all about quality. I
right,
have resources to provide content for very, very affordable prices, right? Like
right,
almost unimaginable prices. So, but that's all been through my relationships that I've built over the years. Like they believe in me, so and they're like, Ty, man, I want to help you out.
right.
Like I got people that'll do stuff for damn near free, because they enjoy working with me.
So the question. So we got another question. The question is, would it be easier if you had artists pay you for your servitude, and then you could budget for that, and that would include studio times, video shoots and shit like that?
I would love to get to that point, Mo, but
Well,
you
what's
know,
stopping you? What's no? Let's be real. Like,
well, no matter what kind of trust I built up over the years, or
Yeah,
right away, people are like, man, like not many people are going to come out of pocket with $1,000 a month to pay me to even budget their stuff for it. Like that. That's just the facts. You
right,
know, I've run into people outside of Texas, outside of Austin. They're like, yo, what I got to do?
right.
But like for whatever reason, and I think it's like this for all the cities, across the nations, with comes to music, is like until y'all see me break somebody,
Right.
everything's still up in the air. Like what can I do? And so, but other people from out of state that get word of mouth about what I do and
Yeah.
what my team does, they're like, what I gotta do, man? Where do I sign up? Like they're like ready to
Right.
go. And so
Well, I think
for
I
sure,
think I think not to cut you off, but I just
yeah,
did. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I think what we got to this is a conversation that we seriously got to have, and I don't mean you and me privately. I
yeah, yeah.
mean like we got to establish that it's got to be cut and dry and right up front. Listen, this is what I can provide, but understand that this is a service to you in your craft, and if you understand what I can do for you as far as pushing you, promoting you. It's going to cost you, but it's probably cheaper if you paid one entity that covers all of it than if you pay 10 entities and then you're like, man, I just paid for studio time and now I ain't got the money for the video shoot. Now I had already planned and scheduled the video shoot. I think it's a lot better and it's going to be more lucrative and business wise if they had a guy like yourself that they paid you for that. You charge your rate. Now charge and then be honest with your rate. Charge your rate. Listen and break it down. This is what you're paying for. This is what to expect. Give them guarantees. Give them, something. People have expectations, but if you can fill their expectations and their expective needs, then they can be like, "Oh, I see. I see what I'm paying for." And then now here's how. And I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all know me, man. We're gonna talk about it. So here it is. Listen, artists, if you're not ready, we gonna know. See, it's one thing to be like, man, I'm ready. I'm always about this. I'm about that, about this. But you're 35, 36, 37, and you ain't went nowhere. But if you basically, I'm just gonna say in a nutshell, this is what it does. It's gonna show us who's really ready and who's talking ready. The people that are ready are going to come to you, Ty. What I'm basically saying to you, my friend, is there's nothing holding you back from doing that. Just do it. Don't worry about who's going to
I
do what,
appreciate that.
because I have a T-shirt that says, "I love it when the trash takes itself out." I ain't calling anybody trash, but you understand, trash for me is a metaphor for waste of time. I could have said waste of time, but anything that's just useless, negative energy is trash to me, and that's why I call it trash. But here's what it sorts out everybody. It sorts out the people that are talking like they're ready and the people that are really ready. Somebody's
Hey,
really ready, gonna be
I'm
like,
here.
"You charge." I see you, Soup. Soup, you know I always see you, brother. People, somebody that says, "Okay, I'm paying Ty's business $1,500 a month or whatever it is, or every 2 months I'm paying him for this and that. This is what I'm getting out of it. I know that when there's a video shoot, it's scheduled, it's put together. That means that there's a photographer, a videographer, whatever is going to be there. It's a scheduled thing. It's a job, and I got to pull up. They got to pull up, or there's going to be some, it's going to be contracted paperwork. People got to pull up. There's going to be some firings. There's going to be some suits. It's going to be some stuff. We're serious about this. You got to start treating yourself like you are an artist. You are a business. You are an entity. Otherwise, you're just like everybody else. Ty, you want to go ahead and elaborate on that? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'll help push that, by the way.
Yeah. Absolutely. I would love to, to have more of those types of discussions, because a lot, like, I have my recording studios that I prefer, and when someone brings me music that just doesn't sound, I'm like, damn. But they're hard headed, or they don't, whatever, they have a good relationship with the engineer,
right,
or the producer, or both. It's just like, well, damn, I can't get behind this like you guys need me and want me to, because it's not quality. It's
well,
not
we're
industry quality,
gonna know that. So we're gonna know that up front, though, Ty. So hear me out. We're gonna know that up front. Listen, if you got your squad and your gang and everybody that you're worried about, you're not ready. And I'm gonna tell you people why I say that. Artists, you're not ready. Stop worrying about your people. Get you right. If somebody's chose you, get in. And then you bring your people after that. Introduce them afterwards. After you built the relationship, you got yourself to the level, then you bring, hey, I got a studio, I got this, I got that. If you still worried about everybody else, you are never going to eat. And how you going to help anybody else eat if you're not eating? Get in, see what it's all about, have those conversations. And that lets people know right off, Ms. Ty. It lets people know right off. It lets you know right off. This is something and then nobody's wasted time. We talked about it. I know where you stand. You know where I stand. You know what I expect. I know what you expect. And if this is going to move forward, there's got to be that trust. If you got all this, man, but my dude's over here, I'm not accustomed to paying for studio time, or I'm not accustomed to this and that. Okay, we'll keep doing it your way. And I wish you the best of luck. Why can't you exist? And I don't have to hate you, but this is how I move things. And if you're going to get to a level, I want quality. I expect expertise. I expect professionalism and great product. If that's what you want, then fuck with Ty Gibson. Prepare for the plug. That's the label that you're under, and then you can do whatever you want after that. But in the meantime, we got to get that established. Ty, just do it. That's all I'm gonna say to you as a friend.
I'm gonna have you represent me, man.
Hey, bro. I'll help you. Hey, well, like I said, we'll set a segment. We'll do a segment on the podcast called "Prepare for the Plug," and you come in and you reach out, and all I do is reach you out to artists. You just reach out to artists and say, hey, listen, this is what I'm offering. Anybody interested? Because nobody's hands are tied here. Nobody's got a gun to their head. If you are really serious, this is what I'm offering. And understand it's going to cost something. Come on, y'all. Y'all paying for Jordans and shit. Yeezys. I bought a pair of Yeezys, almost $500 goddamn dollars for a son I ain't seen in years. That's ridiculous. For a pair of Yeezys. Kanye is a billionaire, guys. So give yourself a chance to become that. You know what I mean? Kanye started from the bottom too. So pay $1,500. And next thing you know, you're doing shows and you're opening for Big Sean and J. Cole and them guys. And you're ready. Like Ty said in the beginning, if Jay-Z hits you up, you're not ready. But now he hits you up, you're ready. You're represented.
You are prepared for the plug.
Okay? But you see how it happens? You see how that just happened right there? That just happened. That's how it works. And people are going to take you more seriously because you got backing, you got paperwork, and you got something to show. You know what I mean? Not taking pictures of South by Southwest. You're a South by Southwest superstar, and you're taking pictures with already established artists. Anybody could do that. Hey, all right. You know what I'm saying? But when you got people like ASAP Rocky that says, I'm part of the ASAP family, ASAP Ferb, and they shook my hand and say, yo, you family, you part of us. That's when you've touched people. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
I don't blow my head up about it because ASAP is ASAP and I'm still me. ASAP ain't feeding me and I'm not doing anything for him. But when he came to me and forged that. I was like, who the hell am I? I'm just a regular actor. Like, who the fuck you think I am? He came to me and sat down. Yo, ASAP and me was chopping it up. He knows me. Whoa. Justin Timberlake, I met him like that. He says, hey, I know you from somewhere. Man, you ain't never seen me a day in your life. That was all it's a fact. That was all it took. And I'm sitting there getting drunk and smoking weed with the dude. And I don't even smoke weed like that. I was a drinker then, but long story short, you got to just do it. And I'm talking to Ty right now and the artist, but mostly Ty. That's how I started this podcast. I was waiting. I'm going to do this. I'm going to wait for artists to do that. And I heard something in my heart. I believe it's God. I said, bro, just do it. You're a helper. So if I can help Ty, if I can help you, Soup, you already know how I roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all about y'all, man. I celebrate y'all. There's so much talent, man, and it's not going anywhere because of egos. That's why you see me wearing a shirt all the time that says FK egos, fuck egos. That's what's killing Austin. There's no unity. It's a bunch of, oh man, ain't nobody had my back, ain't nobody this. Let it go. Ty, you're a paperwork guy, you're a numbers guy, so I know you got your ducks in a row there. So I don't have to tell you anything about that. Just make your proposal, and those who are ready are gonna follow you. I see a lot of artists talking about, yo, man, I'm ready, Ty. What do I gotta do? What I gotta do? If you're serious, you understand it's not gonna be cheap and it ain't free. But here's what it covers. I'm gonna say it again. And I'm gonna talk a lot about this. So you're gonna hear me talking too much. That's what I do. Anyway, it's gonna cost. It ain't free and it ain't cheap. But understand this: what Mr. Gibson is gonna provide you is security. When there is a scheduled appointment, you must meet that appointment for a video shoot, for your shows, concerts, whatever you're doing. You got to put in the work, though. You got to promo. Get on the podcast, showcase. You got to show off. That's how we going to see you. Show off. You got a new car, don't you show off? You got a new pair of J's. You got goals in your mouth, don't you show off? Dudes be doing this and all this shit. They're showing off. Show off, man. That's how we see you. Who gives a fuck if it's arrogance? And man, yeah, it's arrogant. There it is. So what? But now I eat off that arrogance. But you can be arrogant in a positive and professional way, and not come off as a dick, and people see you. Ty, you want to elaborate? Soup, you got something? Y'all go ahead.
Soup, what you got?
I mean, egos are, it's always been a big thing out here, man. But I've always tried to stay as humble as possible. I know I'm not the best rapper in the world. Am I good? Yeah, I mean, I got some songs I feel like are pretty decent, but I mean, I'm always humble. We're all in the same boat. We're all doing the same thing. We're all in the same city doing the same shit, and not a single one of us is quote unquote on. Like, okay, cool. You might have a little more clout in the city than what I do, but you're still working a 9 to 5 just like I am. You're still going to the same studios I would go to or used to go to. I invested in myself in my own home studio now, but it's crazy to see that, bro. Like, I mean, it's always been a thing here, though. Ty, you know that better than anybody. I mean,
I was part of that.
I met back in 2011, 12 area. I mean, and you've managed different artists here and there, and there's one in particular that I remember. That's how I met you. But I mean, it's always been an ego thing here, man. It's always been that issue, and I don't know, man.
Big Tone, shout out Big Tone. What Ty Gibson does, what we're working on. Sorry, Soup, real quick, just to answer questions. Sorry, people are interested in what we're talking about with Ty Gibson. So Ty Gibson is more of a coach and a mentor, but he also does management, and we're trying to get established here. I think what we're going to go ahead and do, there's a happening right now with Mr. Ty Gibson. Here's a name let's not soon forget. Prepare for the Plug. That's a new management company that's about to start, and I think we're going to speak it into fruition today. Prepare for the Plug, coaching, mentorship, and management team run by Mr. Ty Gibson here. and understand he's going to drop all the paperwork and everything that needs to be done as far as what his services are and what he can provide in helping artists get out here and take the next step. Listen, fuck your egos. And I said it. He didn't say it. I said it. Fuck your egos. If you want to get heard and you want to put out top-notch music and everything, and somebody gives you an opportunity, take the opportunity if you're ready. If you're not ready, we understand, and we wish you all the best until you're ready. But those of you that are going to be ready you're going to jump on this. There's going to be obviously attorneys. They're going to be state notaries on this paperwork because Ty Gibson is that kind of a businessman. He's business first. It's business. We're not friends. I've been telling you now. You've heard me say that it's business, and we're not friends. Friendship is an excuse for people to walk all over you and stab you in the back. Trust me. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. And all y'all, you know me. Come on, don't play. Mr. Gibson is paperwork and business first. Ducks are in a row, I's are dotted, T's crossed. So he's proposing. I'm proposing on his behalf because he's going to do this because I think this is your calling, Ty. This is how I thought. I thought of you as that for years, and I didn't even know. But yo, go ahead, just take the plunge, Ty. Let's just do it. I think that this is going to be something. Artists, now you have a place to call home, artists. Check him out. Hear what he has to say. That's all we asking. Listen to the man. Don't talk over him. Don't let your ego run through the room. Let the man say what he can offer. And then you decide if you're ready to take the plunge and sign on the dotted line with Mr. Gibson. And then you have a responsibility, Ty, to uphold what you promise.
Absolutely.
Give people something to look forward to and to trust. I never had that. So I became that. And that's what I do now. So here's Mr. Ty doing what I did. And he's good at it in mentoring and coaching. So let the man do it. It don't matter how old you are. Who gives a shit? If you're talented, if you got the skills, if you got the work to show for everything you talking about, then it should go off without a hitch. Go ahead, Soup. I'm sorry I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just touching on the egotistical shit and staying humble.
Yeah, continue.
Of course, obviously in songs and shit, everybody gets cocky in songs or whatever, but how you present yourself to people outside of those songs kind of, it leaves that impression. You know what I mean? And if you come across as a dickhead, nobody wants to fucking work with you. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to do any kind of business with you. And one thing I can attest to is Ty knows what he's fucking doing, man. I've talked to him multiple times over the years, just ran into him at a show. We sit and we'll chop it up for a little bit. He'll give me little information on this and that, kind of give me pointers on stuff. Then that's what it is. He's always been straight up and been 100% with me in any encounter I've ever had with him. There's never been on no bullshit. It's never been on no fuck you. I don't represent you, so I'm not gonna talk to you. That's just who he is, man. Like, he'll sit and chop it up with you.
Absolutely. And that's what I heard. King Kenobi represented you, spoke highly of you too, Ty, when I first heard about you. I've seen you around, but I didn't know who you were.
That's enough.
So I did see, and when he explained who you were, I was like, yo, I know that guy. I don't know, he don't know me, but I've seen you around. I've seen you around for a few years. So I knew of you, but I didn't know who you were until Kenobi really broke it down. And I told him, I was like, yeah, that dude be out here doing promo stuff. I thought you was a promo guy. And so
I can wear all the different hats, So when it comes to guarantees, that's really what I want to touch on real quick.
Go ahead. That's what we want to talk about.
If you agree to follow through with the processes that we put into place, because it's a conversation. It's not just like, oh, here, this is what you got to do. Like we converse. I want to know what your goals are. I want to know if your goals can be aligned properly, right?
Right.
But the only guarantee I can make is that if you follow the process, that your brand will expand, and you'll be known as someone that puts out quality.
Say that again, bro.
Say that brand again. Will expand.
The
whole thing. If you follow the process.
Yeah. That's always important too. Yeah, if you follow the process,
your brand will expand.
That we discuss. You will expand your brand.
I'm gonna design a T-shirt for you tonight, and it's gonna say "Prepare for the plug" in the front and on the back. If you follow the process, your brand will expand, or just say your brand will expand. I'm gonna do a T-shirt for you. You got that? You got a T-shirt coming?
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
I'll send you my logo.
Send me the logo. I'll put it on the tag on the back of the shirt. Yo, doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. So no, but seriously, Ty, just do it. Just take the plunge, man. See what happens. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You stay where you're at right now. You're not doing too bad for yourself
You're
now.
good.
So we're already here. So you've nothing to lose, man. I think I'm glad that I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to finally talk to you. Like I told you, it's about goddamn time. But I think really, Ty, I think that this is for you. This interview was for you too, not just for artists, but this was for you. I think you're ready to take the next step. I think just go ahead and just see what happens. I don't think you're afraid. I don't think you're scared. I just think you just needed to just hear it, and now you're ready. You're ready to just go ahead
I
and
did need to hear it. I did need to hear it. You know, like,
so take the
yeah.
steps. So the questions to answer, the answer for you on your behalf, Ty, is what routes to take with getting the paperwork and the contracts put together so that people have literature on what it is that your company represents. It tells them who you are as a business, as a brand, and what you can offer them. And when it's signed and sealed by the state of Texas or notary or whatever, attorneys or whatever, that's legit paperwork. And people see, okay, this man is serious about what he does. I'm serious about my artist. I'm serious about my brand. This is my rep. This is my hard work on the line. So artists understand that he's putting himself on the line to represent y'all. Put yourself on the line. Take the plunge. I dare and challenge each and every one of y'all. Take the plunge and see what's up. You've been doing it this way for so long. What do y'all got to lose? Now you pay a man that guarantees you shows because that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna make the networks and meet the people and make the connections. You pay him for that service, and he budgets for all that. You're gonna be budgeted with video shoots for even if he hires local videographers such as Team Footage, big and little production, allergies, shit like that. Shout out to that movement. Merchandise, honest thinking shirts. God damn, ATX Cypher's got his merchandise, and there's a lot of people. We got what's the Big Tone? You got your merch. You can help out with that, and y'all pitch in. And before you know it, everybody eat. Yo, that's my movement, yo. At Big Tone, what's your thing? What's your type in the comments? What your movement is? I can't remember your name. Rail or something. I forget. I'm sorry, I'm misrepresenting you, my G. Sorry about that. But Big Tone's he's got, there's people that got merch. Matt Hyder's got Rhythm and Rhyming. He's got merch. If we can network and get people, put the egos aside and then put your stamp on it. That's cool. Hey, man, thanks. And shout out to this person. Shout out to Ty for this. Shout out to Mo for that. You see? And we help each other out. If y'all won't do it, I'll do it, Ty. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Let's just do it. Mail route. Shout out to Mail Route. I'll do it, Ty. I don't give a shit. Listen, I got my own merch. I'm my own business. I'm an LLC. I've been DBA for many years. I am an LLC. I am recognized by the state of Texas. I have my certificate right here behind me. I am ready. I've been ready. I've been doing it on my own, out of my own pocket, and so that I can show y'all that look, it's not about just talking. It's about doing. I do. You can't take none of this from me. This is mine. I built this. And I'm trying to help y'all see, just do it. Just believe in something and move on it. So prepare for the plug. Prepare for the plug.
Expand the brand.
Yep. Prepare for the plug. Your brand will expand. You know what I'm saying? I love that.
I mean, that's so. Like I said, people hit me up all the time. They inquire about what I do. Hey, can you give me paid shows? Right? It doesn't work like that.
No.
You have to
build
wrong. Value to the market in order to get paid shows. Like, but I can also help you create your own platform and put on your own event. I have all that stuff written up, typed up, all that kind of shit. So,
facts.
So depending on which way you want to go, but like, you can't just get paid. You can't work with me and then go, oh, I work with Ty Gibson. I'm going to get some paid shows. Like that's
nah.
Definitely not how it works. Like,
first of all, you're coming about it the wrong way. We discussed that earlier. For those of y'all just tuning in, we said that y'all coming about it the wrong way. You're money first. No, you can't be money first. You gotta be skill first. People ain't giving up money if you're trash, you're garbage. You'll be a meme.
I don't know. You see this mainstream music lately?
Well,
I'm just saying.
I think, but now, Soup, we've had these talks, Soup. That's a different subject. We have we'll call it underground occultic agendas that are happening to keep America dumb so that we don't pay attention to what's really going on in the world, which is why this stupid shit is being made mainstream. These guys are not talented. And come on, there's no reason why these guys are up here, and why aren't you up there? The likes of CJ the Tool Man, Burnt Minster, Big Tone, G Smith, ATF, Nez the Villain. I could go on. There's a lot of real talent. Mike Trey, Big Mike, Jeremy Big Tree, for real. Like, these guys are really serious about this life. You know, they're aging in the game. This is what they do. They don't work real conventional jobs except to pay bills and take care of babies. Anywho, go ahead, Ty.
So the one thing I do want to say, you mentioned getting me on board, like for my own little segment where I mentor and coach. And so the first, this is gonna be day one, okay? So when you're out networking, pay attention. Just play the background, watch what's going on, and you can tell by the way people move throughout the day or the night what their role could be, right? So I've always kind of had a pickup line, right? It sounds kind of weird, right? But let's say I'm looking at Mo, right? And I've noticed Mo like moving around the club, just dealing with different artists, dealing with the sound man, just doing all the different types. I'll say Mo, without me knowing his name, I'll say Mo. You look like somebody I need to meet.
Facts.
Right away, that gives them. I'm paying him a compliment. Well, I look like somebody that he needs to meet, right? And then I hit him with the handshake. Ty Gibson. And from right there, they introduce themselves to me. Yep. And then I'm asking them, I'm interested in learning what you do. Tell me about yourself.
Exactly.
Right? I'm a natural connector. So as soon as they start talking about what they do, I'm thinking, all right, I can get him over to Mo for merchandise. I can get him over to him for him or her for videos. I can get him, I'm already going hard. But let's say that they don't have any, they're not in the industry, right? Maybe they work at HEB and, but just happen to love hip hop or music in general. Then, I'm not just going to walk away from that person, but I'm going to spend less time because I have to work effectively. I can't go out and say, hey, yeah, I met 2 people tonight. That's not an effective night of networking. So I want to make small talk more comfortable for people, right?
Right.
No one wants to have, like people that stop you in the mall and want to, have you buy those soaps. It's like, nah, not right now, right? That's they're trying to make small talk with me, but like, hey, Superman, tell me about yourself. Who doesn't want to talk about themselves?
It's ego boost.
So as soon as I get them talking, I'm like, okay, my wheels are turning. And that's my tip. Ask people to talk about themselves. Sit back and watch what's going on throughout the night or throughout the event or, wherever you are. And from there, you look like somebody I need to know. I'm Ty Gibson. What's your name? Look him in the eye, good handshake. Sometimes I even pat somebody in the back I've just met. Hey, nice to meet you, But like I get them talking so that I can figure out how I want to use that relationship. Or if that relationship's even worth using at that point.
Facts.
So
absolute facts.
That's my tip for the night.
All right. Well, this is prepare for the plug segment. This is segment 1, day 1, March 26th, 23rd, 2022, and with Ty Gibson, and we're gonna do it like that. So, like I said, something has just been born today, and I really appreciate you, Ty, because you're a grown ass man. I don't have to tell you what to do, and you took advice, and that shows example right there. I gave advice. I think that's just my opinion. I think do it. Take the plunge and do it and see what happens. You see 2 artists that popped up. Big Tone in the building. Big Tone, Mail Route. What's good? Superman, Mr. Mainstream.
Yeah, man. I had to go on and tap in, man. I want to go. I want to link up with you, Ty. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, please do. Big Tone, I left my phone number in the chat a little while ago, but trying to figure out. Are you on Facebook?
Y'all could do that on the side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And y'all network, because we're gonna do this. This is gonna be, like I said, this is gonna be a segment for Ty. where he's just going to sit here and he's going to reach out to artists and he's just going to basically tell artists what he expects as a company, because y'all got to respect the man as a company, as a business, as he respects y'all as an entity too. And if we have that respect and that rapport, I think everybody's going to get there. Put the egos to the side and just take a plunge. If it doesn't work out, what's the worst to happen? You made it.
D King said to drop the link so he can get on the stream real quick.
I dropped the link to his page. Tell him to check his messages.
He just texted me just now. I said, "Hey, bro, tell him to drop it." He's not.
I've been dropped the link. He putting the pressure on me, man. Hold up, man. Don't tell me what to do. This is my show. I work hard for this. Right now, this is Ty Gibson's show. This is the Ty Gibson Prepare for the Plug segment on We Eat Wednesdays. Two entities coexisting. Everybody eats and prepare for the plug movement. We got Big Tone in the building. We got Big Superman, Mr. Mainstream in the building, and all these other artists. CJ, the Tool Man, in here. We got I'm looking for my man Nez, the villain. Where's Nez at? King D in here. June Trotter. Shout out to Burnt Minta Jr. Fofo representing. Who else we got here? Chris Chirp is in the building.
Chirp.
Yeah, you know that Chris Chirp. That's another dude. Chirp and Jerk, man. Hey, man.
Chirp actually designed my flyer for the Meg Thee Stallion show.
Yeah. He's done many flyers. So shout out to Chris Chirp on that movement. Let me check other folks. Let me check my other stream.
Chirp just did one of my single covers for that song me and G Smith did.
Yeah,
Life.
Yep.
Yeah, he did that cover for that one.
So a lot of compliments on my other platforms. Shout out to Ty. How can we get in contact with you? Y'all be sure and message him. Hit him on Facebook, Ty Gibson. That's as simple as I can put it. Just follow him on Facebook, Ty Gibson. There it is. And then you guys can network from there. If he would prefer IG and everything, y'all could discuss that there. Let's just get you connected. And then after that, then you guys, here we go. We got King D Entertainment in the building. People plugging in, man. Let's go. I can hold up to about 10 people in here. Let's turn up, man, in the building. What's up, King D? I don't need you to take that damn hat off, man. How you gonna wear a hat? You ain't give me a damn hat, bro.
Red tears every day, all day,
man. I'm wearing Steelers, bro. I'm half blind editing that goddamn movie.
Hey, I need one of them beanies, bro. What you mean?
You see, we talked about the Eagles and the hate tie, and here I go hating on my partner, bro. Shout out to King D, bro. That's my man right there. We brothers.
What's going on?
Ocho Pugatti, what's good? We got Ocho Pugatti in the building, bro. I like that name, Ocho Pugatti. That's like I sound like a rap thing I heard like a 90s. Like they sound like that Jay-Z song, Ocho Pugatti. What's that? We're gonna mustache and then the mustache. And what was that song? That with
I don't know.
That little scoop girl.
I'm a big J fan, but I don't know.
What was that song? It's gonna be 5 a.m. time. I'm gonna wake your ass up. That's it. But it was a little girl.
He don't take phone calls that late night, you know.
He don't take that.
He don't do that.
Yeah,
you can't call him.
It's business.
Old lady might have something to say about that, man.
Ty, it's Ty. I understand. I'll
Who
take
the fuck calling you at 5 a.m.?
It's business.
Right.
Business. It's gonna be that commercial. Well, she sounds like a guy. She sounds hideous. What was that commercial? You know the commercial where he said
State Farm.
State
what are you
Farm,
wearing,
yeah.
Jake from State Farm?
Khakis and everybody eats shirt. She sounds hideous. Sounds like a guy. I kind of am. Anyway,
she's a guy, so
right.
Jesus
But
Christ.
so this is the Prepare for the Plug segment with my man Ty Gibson. We're taking the plunge on behalf of his business as an entity and with prestige and with respect to professionalism. First of all, y'all are professionals. So if y'all could change your mindset, you could be streets in the streets, but when you're dealing with people that are trying to represent you, you're professionals. You are a business entity. Conduct yourself as such. Get into to where you get in where you fit in. Please take the advice, man, y'all. Fuck the egos, man. you guys are paying for all this extra shit out here that you don't really need. Why not? That's a real investment. Pay for somebody that's going to take you to the next level. That's going to put you in a studio. That's going to make you sound so radio ready and mainstream. That's going to shoot high def videos of you, promo your merch, promo your stuff. I speak on behalf of Big Tone with Mail Route. He's got all his stuff. He's got merch. He's got his whole team. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to be interviewing his team, Mail Route, here in the next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
there goes
week.
D-King.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we got that coming up. And Ty,
D.
this plays to what Ty Gibson was talking about as far as he was saying he knows what he could bring, but what are y'all bringing? So now see, Tone, you're a good fit for Ty because you can show him what you got, and then now he knows how he can move you around. But just understand, trust him as the entity that's going to help you get there. With understand you a grown man, and if you don't feel like it fits,
There right now.
we tried it. No, not right now, but I'm just saying.
Right, yeah,
Because he said he wants to touch base with Ty and see what's up.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I love to get, hop on a call, man. I would rather talk than text any day.
I'm the same. Hey, I'm the same way.
I just can't. I like to hear someone's voice.
Right.
There's a lot of slime balls in the industry, unfortunately. And so, I'll never do business with somebody that I can't get a hold of. Like that goes without saying. Like I've learned the hard way by doing that. Every once in a while, or years ago. But I realized that nothing like getting somebody on the phone, or definitely nothing like meeting them face to face. And just
right, for
having that handshaking and having that. You build rapport right away. And that's really important. Because it's not ever. I just turned 43. So
43, that's cute.
I'm just old school enough
youngster
to really, understand the value in the hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Right.
And now, with the internet taking over, I still, you're gonna have the advantage if you know how to network face to face, and you know how to maneuver on the internet. Like that's a double doozy. Like that's gonna bring you success.
Right.
A lot of these youngsters don't understand the importance of shaking hands. Like it's like a lost art. People are like, hit me up. Like I have people, hey man, what's your Instagram? Like, nah, man, take my phone number.
Yeah.
Right. Why are we even? We can cut out the middleman right now. Like, let me get your phone number.
What's a phone number?
He goes, "What's a phone number?"
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I agree with you. Like, if you see my business card, my business card don't have no Instagram stuff. It has all the stuff that I do on there. It has my email address, and at the end it says Mr. King with my phone number. If you want my Instagram and Facebook, hit my phone. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, I want to be able to contact you, offline. I'm not worried about getting online all the time because that's not online is not my job. That's for all the people that like taking selfies and shit. I don't really have time. I'm working all day, 24/7. I only get online to promote and to support other artists. That's all I do.
Artists, man. That's good. That's big. Because the more support people have,
I mean, the real thing I can ever say is it takes $0 to support any fucking body.
Man,
if I see your post, it takes half a second to share your post. So now it's on their page. Now you can get maybe like 1 or 2 of my fans. Half a second. You know what I mean? If everybody did it in the world, everybody get 1 or 2 of everybody's fans. Now we all blow up. You know what I mean? Unless you suck. That's all it is. If you got good music, I mean, like I said, I support talent.
It's really all about. It's about making dope records with crisp visuals and marketing it and having a marketing plan. Like, I said, when we first got on, there's no, you want to be the best rapper that's never been heard.
Exactly.
Don't market yourself,
I mean,
but
and another thing for all these rappers out here, these rappers need to quit just worried about being rappers. You need to learn how to be a fan too. You know what I mean? That's the problem. They're a fan of themselves, but they don't want to be a fan of anybody else. This ain't no competition. Yeah. We all got the same dream. What, 5,000 rappers here? 5,000 rappers? And, I want to. You think I'm gonna beef with 4,999 people? No, I'm gonna support them motherfuckers. Then I might have 4,999 friends or fans. You know what I mean?
Hey,
So,
man, facts, bro. Man,
Yeah.
Soup. I mean, Dynasty, man, King D, whatever your name is. Who is that again? Wait a minute.
now you act like you don't know me. All right, okay. I want you to
Everyone-
do my movie.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I hear
want
you
to do
going
my
to New York. I hear you going to New York. What's that all about, man? You finna leave me, bro?
Oh, I already told him I
I'm
have a
stalking you,
team.
bro. I'm stalking you.
Oh no, I'm taking you with me. Like I said, you part of the team. Me, you, and Doug. That's the team for King
Let's
Dynasty.
go.
Wherever I go, like I said, I write. You know what I mean? Even if I go up there by myself and I film some shit, I'm still coming back to pay you to edit this shit because I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
you
family.
coming with me. Yeah, you coming with me no matter what. You know, that's just a real, like, I found you, nobody else can have you.
Right.
Motherfuckers left in the dust and then realized, like, y'all don't know Mo. I was like, I just met Mo last year in fucking November. I was like, Mo, my best friend. Yeah,
October.
you know what I
Can you
mean?
carry the
Outside of my artist, October.
Yeah.
Outside of my artist, you know, Mo, my closest motherfucker. You know, like, I'm building a family. You know,
You gave me the chance. You gave me the
Hey,
chance.
y'all,
And
man, I gotta get out of here, man. Hey, it was good meeting everybody, man. We all gonna tap in. I'm gonna tap in with all y'all, man.
Absolutely,
Big
Big Tone. Appreciate you tapping in.
Tap in, Big Tone. Tap in with Ty, man. Y'all talk, man. Talk business because I know you a businessman for real. You and I, we had the privilege and the pleasure to chop it up, and I know where your head is at, and I think that you and Big Ty could have a lot to talk about. So I encourage that. I appreciate you, fam, for tuning in, man.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
We
To
need to talk too. We
All
need
right,
to talk too. You know, the movie is in about 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm gonna
Oh
shoot
yeah,
you the
that's right.
script.
You finna be featured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be you know, Doug and Go Roll podcast. You know, it's gonna be and CJ the Two Man. Y'all gonna be the mechanics. You know what I mean? So y'all gonna be the extras.
gonna-
And
Let's
we're gonna
go.
We're gonna definitely tap in, man, for sure.
No doubt.
Me and King D gonna link up this week sometime.
Okay.
We have to. I forgot to. It's super. It's the y'all four. Y'all four gonna be the mechanics. So
Okay, I'm down with the game.
So all right, well, so Ty, y'all make sure y'all get y'all's information. Make sure before you finish, King D. Yeah, y'all make sure make that connect real quick, and then y'all chop it up. And okay, Big Tone, love you to death, bro. We'll talk to you on the next one,
bro.
All right.
All right.
100. All right, so Ty, what else you got? Whatever words of advice? Some people are saying that they like the tip. Thank you for the tips and everything, man. People are listening. So you know, this is the thanks. This was the We Eats Wednesdays. Everybody Eats podcast. Now it is the Ty Gibson Prepare for the Plug segment, and we're gonna set up a day for that. No, I like that. I love that. Prepare for the plug, because I think that this is, I said that you needed it, but I might have needed it too, because I wanted to find another way that I could help artists take that next step, and I think that it just happened. It fell in my lap. You hit me up. I didn't think I was ever gonna hear from you like that, and here we are. So if
I definitely am busy, like, with my clients and with my, with my regular life.
Yeah.
But I've never met someone that I didn't like. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just I forget what the word is, but like I'm introverted on certain, like a football game, and seeing an NBA game. I'm just like, damn, like, I don't really like a lot of people around me, but when I'm out on the scene, that's like really where I,
that's where you flourish. That's where you shine. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, it was just a matter of time, Mo, that I was gonna hit you up. Man, I remember we met at the This Is Texas event about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was Soup. I think I was with. Was I with you, Soup? I was with you, Soup.
Yeah.
This Is Texas. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as far as my my parting shots, I definitely want to give a shout out to certain people that have helped me along the way.
Go ahead.
My team, Ray, Steph, Taisha, Danny, my guy Danny Faridi. Those have been the guys that stuck with me through the ups and downs of Prepare for the Plug.
Right.
I got to thank my lady Kendry, of course, and Reno Dudley, who's manages Alicia Lani. Trey Yet, Dirtbag Life, definitely has always lent the
Here's a
helping
name.
hand.
Here's a
Yeah,
name, Dirtbag
always
Life.
lent a helping hand. And there's several others that came before me that I've had the opportunity to get to know people that were music managers back when I had no interest in it. Who took me under their wing, so to speak, and taught me same stuff that I'm able to now I'm putting my own spin on it, but now the stuff that I'm handing down.
Right.
And also, I would be a jerk to forget or not to shout out. CP Looney is dropping a project on Friday. Godspeed. 7 songs, a really dope short listen. Recorded at Launchpad Studio by my guy A, mixed and mastered. And a lot of people don't like that I bring up Looney a lot, and I know that, but he is the model. He told me himself that, Ty, you coached me for 2 years. I work with Jet, but I didn't really know what I know now, as far as how to bring up an artist. Jet was already a grown man. I met Looney when he was 17. So we've had that rapport for quite some time now, and so that's what you see going on with him is what anyone can accomplish with my coaching.
Facts. My question to you, Ty, is: are you saying something, King? Oh, go ahead, King. You was crackling, it's breaking up. Go ahead, say something. Yeah, you sound like a little crackly. Can y'all hear him good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, he was a little crackly.
Is it running out of battery?
Crackly.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you. It just sounded crackly. But go ahead, say what you were saying. Then I'll ask the question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
We hear you. Can you hear us? King D, can you hear us? Can you? We can hear you. We can hear you.
I can't hear him.
We can't hear you now, but we could hear you before. You were just cracking. You were just broken up. CJ the Tool Man, shout out to the man over there, man. Bo.
Yeah, CJ the Tool Man, he's dope. I told him a while back on Facebook that I remember seeing him at you guys remember the bars like Nina and Nino's that were right on the corner of 6th and Netches, I think. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't remember Nina and Nino's on 6th and Netches.
Yeah, I think it was on Netches, but yeah, it's definitely on 6th Street.
Is it on 6th and Netches or 5th and Netches? Down the other bars down.
No, it's definitely on 6th. It's right across from La Chupacabra or whatever that's.
Chupacabra. Anyway. I thought that was the Cactus. Yeah. I thought it was the Cactus across the street from Chupacabra. The upstairs bar. Yeah.
There's Nina's and Nino's. I don't know if it's there anymore though. But
okay.
I remember seeing CJ the Tool Man perform there in 2011 or 12, and I was like, damn, that fool, he was eating back, and so it's been kind of cool.
I probably knew him then and didn't even know I knew him. I was performing back in 2011 back there. It was at that upstairs and downstairs bar. I performed there with G. Smith and them. Yeah, years ago.
Wow. Yeah, so he was up there with I think maybe Envy, Envision. Yeah. Envy was a co-producer, so I feel like they were all in the same. I
probably knew this man and didn't even know I knew him. Yeah,
I could be getting my history wrong, but so it was just kind of cool. And then I saw him again on Sunday at Zaza Land.
Yeah,
and his he's hard, and I like his. He has a commercial appeal about him that I'm not sure if he knows, but his voice sounds very
he's a beast.
That's Tool Man right there,
Superman got that too, but Superman be acting all shy.
Anyone on here that has any kind of questions, I'm be more than happy to chop.
Yeah, we'll take the questions in a second.
I was saying just on a personal level.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No, I want to encourage that. I just want to let
King D, we can't hear you. We could hear you before, but we can't hear you now. Can you hear us? Okay, but we can't hear you. Your mic is off. Shout out T Flash.
Yeah.
There you,
Man.
there you go. Go ahead. Now ask your question real quick, and then we'll take other questions for Ty.
That's the reason I had jumped on, because I want to talk to you. So like I got an artist that do music, so I'm gonna talk to you on that level. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I do movies, so I do short films. Do you
Oh, so that was you that commented about the movie. Yeah. So and my bad about not getting to you, because I definitely had that on my mind. So in just a nutshell, King D, everything deserves a rollout. So whether now you're talking about a movie, a song, a music video, a pilot, like anything.
I've already been giving it a rollout, basically building up anticipation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So we got the trailer out, we got the movie finished. I'm already writing the second movie, After Dinner Virus. I got my third movie that I know everybody's gonna love, because it's called Leprechaun in Austin. So I already got all my actors for the next two movies.
Yeah.
So like I've been promoting, I got a whole bunch of, pictures and stuff with people, supporting Red Tears, the movement. And everybody keep asking me, when's the movie coming out? When the movie coming out? Really, it's already done. It's been done for a week. You know what I mean? So like we can put it out. So I'm just basically working a deal to who is doing Mo Cheers? Yeah, so it's like working a deal with Cheers so we can show the movie once a month there. Because I make one short film every month with me and Mo.
Yeah, it's your shot bar.
So it's like the whole thing is I'm trying to see what else can I do to market it. So I know I'm gonna make money off of it. So once I start showing them, I'm gonna start doing showings. I got my own website.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the records up, and tell people, okay, so I'm gonna be at the Sheraton tonight, basically showing the movie for 3 hours. I'm gonna show it. Basically, it's a 15-minute movie. I show it once every hour. Tickets be like $5 to get in. So that's how I'm gonna be doing it throughout the month to promote my movies, because I got a lot of places that want me to show my movie there, and that's gonna help me promote. My main thing is the promotion part. So like I don't really have time to sit. I can get the connections, you know what I mean, set up the meetings and get the venue set up. I don't have time to promote. You know
So
what I
do you target your audience whenever you market? Whenever you put out your content, do you target your audience, or do you just post it on Facebook or Instagram?
So it's all on Facebook and Instagram, but my market is for the Austin artists. So basically what I'm doing is taking Austin artists and putting them into movies and adding their music into movies so I can support them, you know what I mean, to give them something other than just doing music and doing shows. Now they can say they're actors too. Now they can say that they music is inside a short film, because I'm doing one a month, because I'm going to put next year, I'm going to submit my movies into Sundance, South by Southwest.
Yeah.
So like I said, it can be a chance that if one of these artists or rappers is in my movie, even as an extra, they'll be on the red carpet with me. You know what I mean?
And we can talk about this offline, King D, but the algorithms on Instagram and Facebook are not going to allow every artist that you even have in the film to see it unless you tag them, right? So what I would be concerned about is just your overall reach. There's ways that you can target the people that you're trying to target, but you have to put some money into it.
Different hashtags. So the hashtags I use on Instagram, is more for the basically outside set. It's not really.
That'll definitely grab some attention. But I said, if you're looking for, you want to find a niche. Like you can't just market it to everybody. Like it's not. We always want to put out a product that is for it. Like, oh man, it's for everybody. Like, I want to make music like Michael Jackson. But.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to stick it to
you gotta have little niches carved out, and then use those analytics and break them down, and then find out the best route to take from there. Like you have to do like a little bit of playing around first, and then you can shrink it and then go, all right, it's like what they call click funneling. Like you don't want to waste your time and energy reaching out to everybody when you know that only some amount of people have an interest in what you got going on, you know? Yeah, like we'll definitely chop it up offline for sure.
I'm paying attention. My bad. I write everything
No,
down.
no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, Syph, what up, man?
Shout out Cypher.
And is it Jun Trotter? I just got your
Yeah,
message, man.
June Trotter. Yeah.
Jun Trotter. Okay, so thank you. I definitely
So-
respond to that as soon as I get kicked out of this little coffee shop that I'm at.
So the question was, what were your thoughts on this whole segment, this prepare for the plug segment? Is this something that you feel that you're comfortable with as far as asking you your thoughts and your feelings on this whole thing? Do you think
Me?
that this, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
absolutely.
the question I was going to ask a while ago.
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself, but I don't mind educating and
Right.
coaching, and mentoring, like whatever I can be to somebody else, like those are all three things that I'm comfortable being.
Yeah.
And so whatever they need from me, without me giving up all the information.
Absolutely. No,
But,
when it gets personal and deep, we definitely want to take those conversations to the side and have those personal conversations. But as far as the segment is concerned, guys, we're just giving you guys like some insight on the whole point of today is with Mr. Ty. And thank you so much again, Ty, for being on here with me and everybody else, all that's in here. You feel me? Is we want to offer artists that security blanket, something that you can actually trust, man. I know a lot of people have trust issues because they've been screwed over, but that's the same song and dance with everybody. Everybody in the game's been burned one way or the other. But we got to get back to something that we can trust, and I believe that that's what Ty is trying to offer artists. But understand, it ain't free. It ain't cheap, and y'all aren't friends. It's business because he's a business and you're a business too. And if you respect the business first, the money's gonna come, and then you can build the rapport and the friendship and become that squad. And it's deep rooted. You get what I'm saying? But you got to build it somewhere. So that's what this is all about. Go ahead, Ty. You were saying?
No, yeah, that is what this is all about. Like I realized that because I've been ripped off before. Spend my money in the wrong places with the wrong people. And I learned, but I didn't do it twice, and so I know that happens. Like, you can have an artist that is like has been burnt so many times that they're like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna do my artwork from now on. I'm gonna do my own beats. I'm gonna do my own singing. I'm gonna do my own rapping. I'm gonna do my own writing. I'm gonna do my own motion graphics. I'm gonna do, and it's just like it's a train wreck waiting to happen. It's a train wreck waiting to happen. So
Damn, that sound like me.
I am
the
liaison, so to speak. Like I'm going to help you because I have the relationships with people, all across the cities, right? So like, hey, tell them that we're working closely together, and that should make a difference. You know what I mean? But I also have people that I will not go to because they have not proven to me that they are going to be
reliable,
get the job done, reliable, and get the job done when they, hey, it's gonna be done in 2 weeks. You shouldn't be hitting me up in a month going, hey man, I'm just now getting to it. Like, well, we've already moved on from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're actually about to ask you for a refund now.
Facts.
Yes.
That's what I like Mo. I was like, people need to start getting their music videos and stuff done with Mo, the graphics and stuff. His turnaround time is phenomenal.
But also, but sometimes that also doesn't fall on the graphic designer. Sometimes it falls on the individual not being all the way prepared. So that's also what I help with is like knowing what's coming up next and prioritizing. And then I think I read something that says like, your emergency doesn't make it my emergency. It was worded differently, but it was pretty much like, just because of your poor planning doesn't make it my emergency. I think that's what it was. Your poor planning doesn't make it my emergency. So, but you also still want to have those people that can get the job done in an emergency. And that's why I have a plethora of options to go through.
Well, I think the reason I like Mo, the reason I like Mo is like, even if how a lot of artists is, like they only know how to be a rapper. But Mo, he know how to basically, if he shoot a music video for them, they don't know what they want. They don't know how they want to do anything. but he'll make it look like something that's serious. You know what I mean? So that's like I said, that's how I realized that when we was working together, because our minds thinking like, whoop, like literally we just like we worked on that film for 2 weeks doing the editing process. I wrote the movie in 3 days. I shot the movie in 2 days. It took 2 weeks for motor editing, and I'm driving from Leander, working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, just to sit beside him and fall asleep on his couch at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm seeing the dedication. I was like, man, people been slept on Mo for a long time, and now he's
I
doing
just
on
try to
3D
make it your story. It's your story. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm more prepared than a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like, that's the thing. That's why I tell people: be prepared for what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Do your research, and like I said, do it the right way. Don't be dumb about it. Like I said, I always keep a notebook, around me. I got 2 in my car. That's why I said I'm paying attention, but I write down everything people tell me.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you. Like I said, no matter what you think, you get me some information that other people gonna pay for it. But you know why they gonna pay for it? Because you really gave it to them the first time. But like I said, they wasn't paying attention. I pay attention to write everything down.
And what I like to explain to everybody is that like you have to have different marketing tactics. You have to have your email list. You have to have your people that are interested. You have to have your just your social media marketing. You know what I mean? Like you have to have all of that. You can't just move forward with I'm about to email a whole bunch of record labels, man. It's like I've done that before, and the open rate is not what I expected.
I mean, because it's not easy to do that. The only reason I'm able to do movies because I stopped doing music for 15. I did music for 15 years, but I never promoted myself because I was just worried about being an artist. I found my artist at karaoke last year in June. He signed me to be his manager in July because I wrote 4 lines for him. Nobody ever did it, because all he do is make beats. But he's an amazing singer, but he never recorded his vocals before. Now he's phenomenal. He sings like Jamie Foxx, Sam Smith, John Legend. Got a very amazing voice, and he never utilized that because all he want to do is make beats and do EDM DJing. So now we have something so magical to where like he makes the beats, I write the songs, he sings them, I record the vocals.
We can't hear you anymore, King.
Lost your audio again.
We lost the audio. But no, like he was saying, to allude to what he was saying and elaborate more on that is I try to, when I capture an artist's work, I try to tell their story. I try to bring their story to life because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's not about my vision. It's about me seeing their vision. And like I said, I learned on the job. I don't know how many of y'all remember a guy by the name of D. Kane, but I sat in his mom's living room at her dining room table, and I picked up Photoshop and stuff like that, and just learned how to do graphics and stuff to promo people and help people. And I had this movement called Watch Me Work, which was a spinoff of the original Everybody Eats. And I was just grabbing photo. I picked up a camera, started videoing, and I learned everything as I was doing it. And I got better and better each time. So if you saw something of mine that was old, that was what it was then. It's not what it is now. And then it's not going to be that 6 months from now. It's going to be different 6 months from now. And that's what I try to encompass. The artist. I'm telling your story. Like with this whole thing with the Ty Gibson. What do we call it? The panel, the prepare for the plug panel. You know what I mean? Like that's me. I'm trying to push the energy that you gave me was you're trying to figure out a way how you can help people and not have to deal with the people that aren't ready. Let them sort themselves out. That's what I got from you. And that's why it moved me to talking to you like this in front of all these people, because I want people to understand that I think that you're onto something great that may or may not help others to be great. We ain't gonna promise you're gonna be rich, but we're gonna promise you that if you follow the what did you say? If you follow the process,
that we set forth, you will expand your brand.
And I'm writing that down because I'm gonna make that a shirt tonight for you, and you'll have that.
No, and that's how you like I said, you can't go from being an unknown artist or untapped artist to making money or getting booked for money. you throw your own event once again, but you have to build value to your market, to any other market, in order to get booked and paid gigs. Unless you have just a wonderful relationship and they don't, like, hey man, I'll throw you a couple $100, man, if you just come on out, rock. Like that's very few and far in between, And so building up the value with your LLC, with your sharp looking logo, not like, not something that I made with my left foot. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Sharp looking pictures, sharp looking video, sharp looking promo, sharp looking artwork. Like that's how you can change someone's perception of you with one strong rollout. I watched it happen.
Yeah.
I watched it happen. People are like, oh shit, like he's able to charge features now based off of that one song. It was so well done. Had interviews, had artwork, had motion graphics, had pictures. It was just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And now they're like, they're getting paid features. Like you can change, because a lot of artists don't do that. They do not roll out their work. They tag people and say, are y'all fucking with this or not?
Right.
And most times we are not. So
you gotta be so cold about it, Ty. No, we are not fucking with that.
It's when they know better and don't do better. That's when I have a problem with it.
It sounds like you're saying they need more.
If you've ever had a conversation, then you know that you need to roll your work out. I talk about rollouts all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and now the bigger artists are rolling out their work with less advance notice, right? The bigger artists. Right now, no one that I work with is a bigger artist. So you have to continue to create the excitement.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's coming with a project. He's coming with a project. Like you can't take days off, You can, but not while you're in your rollout process, Like
exactly.
That's really important, man. And it's, but etiquette, like I teach etiquette. I teach etiquette. That's one of the most important things, I mean, even the networking tip that I gave a while ago was all about etiquette. Shaking hands, patting them on the back, asking them about themselves. Like that's, nobody wants to hear a rapper talk and rap in their ear while I'm listening to someone else perform. Like that's
disrespect.
Well,
that's
but
selfishness and disrespect.
They want another rapper rapping in their ear. This,
right.
Try to put yourself in the consumer's shoes. Take a step back out of, Phelan Williams before you turn 30, man. Well, when's your birthday?
Phelan, yeah. Slime, Slime-O. That was my man, old Slime, back in the day.
We go back.
Yeah, I go back with Phelan. He do production and stuff too now. He's doing his thing.
I'm by his studio. Like I said, man, I try to touch base with everybody.
I knew Phelan when he was a kid. He's a grown-ass man now.
Yeah. I saw him at the Cajun food spot up in Leander years ago. Yeah. So, a lot of it is etiquette, though. If you're gonna be a jerk,
say something.
You can't start off being a jerk. No one's gonna want to work with you. You're not gonna get booked.
We hear you.
You start building a bad reputation for yourself.
Facts.
It just doesn't work like that. And I also don't. I can't have that going on too long under my clock, under my watch.
No.
So I said everything is month to month. So you get to that end of the month, and I'm like, hey man, like sorry man.
No, facts.
I'm gonna cut this short. So.
That's true.
Hit me up when you feel like you are.
When you're ready, like we said.
Yeah, when you're ready, when you feel like you're a little bit more mature, know how to handle situations differently. But yeah, like I said, I understand when the artist.
Your whole career is a business. Everybody got to think of their career as a business. Yeah, you're a rapper, but you're a business person. That's a career. So
yeah, a lot of people don't look at it like that. A lot of people don't look at it like that, and that's unfortunate. But a lot of people look at it like I'm just a rapper.
Yeah.
Well, I remember a lot of rappers practice on stage performance. I wish a lot of rappers would practice on stage performance because, like you said, you're an actor. As a rapper, you're an actor, you're a character, Like I said, you're an entertainer. You know, so all these performances, that's a lot of other things I have to say about some of the awesome rappers here. You know, a lot of them give that good, presence, but a lot of people hold back because they too shy. I feel like wild the fuck out. You know what I mean? If you want to go on there and just hop the fuck around, do that. But bring the people in, that'll help your music a whole lot more. If people have just one video of you wilding out on stage, going into the crowd, interacting, that right there will get you fans because it's like, oh, I feel his music more. I hate when people get on stage and they rap over their vocals. They're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And they got 15 people behind them, and don't nobody know the words. Or everybody just, just standing still. If you just like wild out, get you some dances or something, that really will help your promotion.
Yeah. People will pay to be entertained.
Right.
Yeah. Why you think Flavor Flav? Why you think Lil Jon is famous? They're hype men. If you can't do it, get you a hype man. That's necessary as an artist because you need somebody to give that excitement to bring the crowd in to like your music because your music do not sound the same in person as you on the CD. Your mix sounds amazing. In person sounds horrible. You know what I mean? So you have to bring that excitement.
Yeah, and going off of that, King D, what a lot of people don't realize. Think about how many artists. Just take Austin for example. Do not have their own DJ. Right? How are you going to stand out, or how do you think you're going to stand out when you don't have any rapport with the DJ? You never rehearse with the DJ. The DJ doesn't know when you're running out of breath. The DJ doesn't know when to say yeah, like that. That's part of putting on a show that people are.
That's old school.
Because really, you can't.
Man,
you cannot bank off the fact that people are just going to think that you are so cool looking, and your rhymes are so cool that that's going to get you fans. Like you have to entertain. You have to you have to shout the bar out, you have to shout out the venue, you have to shout out the promoter, you have to there's a whole bunch of that goes into putting on even a 15-minute set. There's stuff that's involved in that set that you have to be cognizant of. Otherwise, you can't expect good results.
You become somebody, an entertainer. You know what I mean? And when your set is done, you can turn back and see yourself. Even if you're a boring person that basically just sits in the corner. When you get on that stage, you need to be Lil Jon. You know what I mean? Even if that ain't you. Close your eyes, and when you open your eyes up, wild the fuck out. You know what I mean? And I agree with the DJ part because, like I said, that's why I love my artist. He's an R&B singer, and he's a DJ, and his best friend, which is the Four Horsemen that they make, EDM music and beats together, that's our alternate DJ for him when he performs and singing. Because that's a performance. When we come, that's why I won't let him perform right now. I just started promoting him October the 3rd of last year, and he was like, why can't I do a show? I said, you're not ready. We're practicing on stage performance. You know what I mean? So before I let him out to the people, I want him to be able to bring the people in. You know what I mean? I don't want him to step on the stage. Like I said, I want to be able to get with our DJ, and we sit here and we build a set. So when we come on, we got our DJ board. We got we got our own mic. We're going to hook up with our cords and just put your speakers in because we're ready. We already practiced this for the week. Because I want each one of his shows to be amazing. You know what I mean? And then we'll unplug our stuff and let everybody else do their stuff the way everybody been doing. But when we come on, you'll see that we got something different. And even if we suck, just you seeing that we plugged up a DJ deck, pulled out our own mic, and all of this basically psychologically make you think that we're doing something because we did something that nobody else did here. So a lot of people got to start thinking that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
What were you gonna say, Soup? And then we got some questions for Ty because we got to remember that this is the Ty segment, the Ty Gibson.
I was gonna touch on the DJ aspect of it because there's a DJ that I really fuck with tough out here, especially like whenever he's doing events and if he's on the show that I'm doing, I give him free reign over whatever he wants to do during the middle of my set. Drop the beat out, mix it up, throw some scratches in there while I'm still performing. DJ D-Best, you know him, Ty.
Yeah, of course.
I know D-Best.
Yeah, dude. I mean, every time I've done a show with him, bro, he throws in like beat dropouts. He'll throw in some different sound effects. He'll do all kind of shit because before I even hit the stage, I'll tell him, hey, bro, you got free reign to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Make that shit live, you know, throw some effects in there, whatever. And so now anytime I do a show with him, I don't have to say anything to him. He just does it because he knows how I function.
What I will say about that though, Super, is that now imagine y'all having rehearsals where you know what he's going to throw in the mix, because
Yeah.
I've seen it happen before. Matter of fact, when Jet was performing, DJ Best did like a little whoop, and it was like right in the middle of a part that actually had a blank spot, and so it was like it like threw Jet off real quick. It was like, damn, like it was dope.
Yeah.
But imagine if they had rehearsed it. Imagine if you were rehearsing, where you're like,
Yeah.
hey, you know, right then I need you to say, I need you to throw on little Kiki Southside, and I'm gonna do the dance real quick. Then the beat's gonna come back
Right.
in. You know, like just imagine that, and now you're a solidified entertainer. Like you're on your way to being, you know, being the price worth the price of admission. You know,
Right.
Not that you know, but like, yeah,
It's not hard to find a DJ.
it goes
It's not hard to find a
into
DJ out here. There's a lot of DJs here in Austin. Just as many artists, there's a lot of DJs here. These
But it's hard to
artists-
find a good DJ that's going to commit to you and your performance. That's
That is
unless
true.
they, you know,
that's the
I mean,
kicker.
because I already got it. I already got that, so
Facts.
I got the ultimate team. I got Mo, my artist. I got Doug. Everybody has one job, and everybody's amazing
Yeah.
at their job.
Hey, that's appreciated. Let's take a couple questions. Thank y'all so much for the enthusiasm. Hold that thought. Hold y'all's thoughts. Because again, this is the Ty Gibson segment. What is it? Prepare for the plug. So a couple questions for you, Ty, obviously, is how soon are you looking to start this movement that we're talking about? I said we're starting today. You must have just tuned in. But as far as I guess they're probably asking as far as paperwork wise, getting it all contracted and everything as far as
yeah, I mean, I have an agreement that I send out with every client that I get. You know,
Okay.
it pretty much states that, you know, you might not blow up overnight. But these are all recommendations to help boost your career forward, and that you are not allowed to take the information that I provide and create your own company within a certain amount of years or something like that. That's the gist of it. It's one page. You know, I had my wonderful entertainment lawyer type it up. Shout out to Sandra Spangler up there in New York. She does wonderful work. Very affordable too. So anyone that needs that that really good entertainment lawyer plug, you know, please feel free to reach out to me.
Facts.
But yeah, like I said, I send out the questionnaires as soon as I get an inquiry, and then, you know, as soon as they're like, hey man, I want to go with you, then I send out the agreement, and once they fax it back, send it back over to me, and payments made, and then we start working right away. Like I don't yeah.
And this is serious inquiries only, guys. Come on now. Don't waste your time and don't waste other people's time. Like if you're really serious about taking the next step, do it. We're not telling you, we're not coming at you with this ain't no Ponzi scheme, everybody trying to get rich quick and all that. This is, we're saying it, dead ass. We're saying it. You heard King D, we lost his camera real quick. I'm sure he'll be back on here, but we said it, there's steps. First of all, we got to build that trust. We got to get to know each other. So these questionnaires, those are feelers. So he can get an idea of the artist and understand, because like I said, basically we're going to answer a lot of questions, and those questions are going to be answered. Those questions are, you know, first of all, what type of artist are you? There's King D, he's back. Are you ready for, because that's basically what we want to know. Are you ready? Are you ready to take the plunge? And plug, and what do you say? Prepare your plug. You know what I mean? So, or prepare yourself to be plugged into the situation, into the next situation.
I want to get people packaged up and presentable, you know, because I know what people are looking for. I mean, sometimes there's a real diamond in the rough where you're like, damn, I didn't expect that person
right
to have this kind of a run. But like,
I think there's a lot of that here in Austin. If I must intrude, there's a lot of that here in Austin. We're looking at one with a Houston hat on. It should have been a Steelers hat, but we forget. Everybody can't be perfect. We got King D, what he does. We got a lot of artists. Falan, CJ, this Tool Man, ATX Cypher. There's so many diamonds in the rough here. Go ahead.
ION.
Yeah. You know, Ion, yeah. But I said with King D, yeah, I already, yeah, that's a package deal. But the one thing too I want to elaborate on, or just really speak heavily on is when you have this kind of backing, it builds your confidence as far as when you got a lot of what I call finna have motherfuckers. These are the people that they talk a good one, but they're still in the process of trying to get this and that. They don't know when the next shoe gonna fall or whatever. But when you come with this type of preparedness or preparation, right? You've got something to back you. What you mean? Oh man, I heard all before. Yeah, no, I'm with Prepare to Plug. Oh yeah, see, that's a name you heard. It's a name you trust. They know you're really about what you say you're about. You see what I'm saying? So you're not just jabberjawing and talking about what you're fixing to do or this or that. It's on paper. So it's facts. So now
Yeah.
you have this confidence about you that yeah, I'm really about what I say I'm about, and I'm really moving stuff around. You wanna continue more on that, Ty?
Yeah, why not? The one thing that I want to say, as far as moving with confidence is that, and I know we all know them, but how many CEOs of a record label that don't even exist are there? No paperwork to back them up, right?
Yeah.
And that's stuff that I would love to help with. Like, you cannot move effectively if you know in your back of your mind that you are not an established business. You're
Right.
collecting money somehow, and it's you're collecting it illegally. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but also you might not even be collecting because you don't have the right tools. Shout out to Smackola. I'm not sure if he's still on, but I learned a lot from watching him. He's like a master at marketing, like a master at like creating a buzz. The rollouts that he does, are always really cool to watch.
So do you do the marketing too and the business aspect? Because a lot of people like get their LLCs and their DBAs, but they don't understand what if you make money and you consider this a business and money goes into the account, you got to do the taxes. So
what is it? I didn't hear the last part.
So like I said, people got to understand that when you make money off your business and your LLC, like I said, you have to pay taxes. So do you teach people like the budget part and learning like what an S corp is or a C corp and all this stuff?
There's only that's a good question.
So you don't handle like the financial aspect about it. It's just
no.
Really
I do have a budget sheet that I send over. It has car bill, car note, electricity, gas, water, recycling, fucking child support. Like all different types of stuff that you can. It's in a spreadsheet. It's an Excel spreadsheet. So that way you can plug it all in and have.
Do you teach them if they make money that they how to do their taxes and stuff and how to?
No.
So it's just marketing.
That's what you need right there. Pause. That's what you need right there. See, this is a fact. I'm recognized by the state secretary of the state of Texas. You see my company name right here, right there.
Yeah, you get your LLC, but people don't understand when you get your LLC.
LLC. This is what they send you. Also, I have I'm not going to show you my other one. It's the actual the government form with my you got to get a company EIN number and everything like that. Yeah, all that.
But I'm saying they need to learn the financial part because if you make any money off your LLC, you're gonna get taxed on the IRS. And people got to understand that.
Yeah,
you got to know. I got the money with your LLC. If you're claiming money in a business account with your LLC, I was just trying to tell artists about that aspect behind it. I was saying if you just do only marketing or let them know, hey, if y'all start blowing up with your streams and your stuff is under the LLC as a business corporation, you know what I mean? They got to understand that they got to pay taxes off of that. But if they're paying you as a marketing team, they can put that as a tax deductible. So I was just trying to figure out if you tell them like all the
I really help with etiquette, strategy.
So that's just something that they got to learn on their own. Okay, no problem.
But you also want to learn that on your own though. Like I don't want to be I don't because I'm not an expert at that. I wouldn't want to tell someone how to do their taxes. I need help doing my own taxes.
But not even just taxes.
Ty said he's not an accountant.
LLC and learning what bank accounts you need, what tax deductibles you have, what you get tax write-off of. Because if you're making money on a business account, that means your EIN number is getting taxed. You know what I mean? So you can get out of it if you're not paying your taxes. You know, that's like, because I do stocks. You know, so that's, I have to fill out my 1099 and do all this stuff to fill out how much money I make from stocks. You know what I mean? But some people doing crypto and all this stuff and don't understand that you made that money. The government, they know, but you need to realize that you have to pay taxes on that. So I try to tell a lot of people that doing music and making money off themselves, learn now that you got to put away for next year to pay for what you earned this year. You know what I mean? So that's like a lot of, I'm from business mindset, but I feel like I was trying to figure out, are you only on marketing or do you get marketing, financial advice, and all of that stuff to basically mold the artist to go down the right path?
I look at myself as more of like a musical life coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all the legal tax stuff and all the LLC business stuff like that. First of all, that part shouldn't have to be Ty's responsibility. That's your responsibility. That depends on how seriously you are as making you. Just a sec. Just hold on a sec, real quick, King D. This is for other artists that are listening and tuning in. A lot of people are really picking Ty's brain for this and everything. It depends on how. That's going to show how serious you are as far as the entity that you're going to be. You can represent yourself, which is the DBA, doing business as yourself. The risk there is basically if you cause problems or everything, people can come for you personally because it's personal. It's attached to you personally. Whereas where you're an LLC or an S corp or something like that, your business becomes its own entity. Honest Thinking Shirts is separated from me now. So if somebody has a personal beef with me, they can come for me all they want, but they can't touch my business because my business doesn't have anything to do with something personal. Whereas if it's business wise, they can't come for me. But that's something you have to do.
But another way to tell people too, if you get a DBA which costs about $25, you can get your EIN number, which separates you from your Social Security number. And your EIN is basically your it's the own Social Security number for your business. So now, basically, before you get your LLC, you can get your EIN number. Well, so
just real quick. There's two different EINs. There's a DBA EIN, and then there's a business EIN, and so that's why the two can't run the same. I'm explaining that. I'm explaining that real quick. One is attached to you personally. It's attached. Your EIN is attached to your Social Security. It's attached to your personal DBA. You cannot use that EIN for an LLC. You have to actually get an LLC EIN. You have to do it. It's a separate EIN number. Just to clarify that, but also to elaborate on what you're saying, King D. Let me put it to you this way: if you're an entity that's making money, the U.S. government considers you a business, no matter how you slice, no matter what you call yourself. If you're making taxable money, they want a way to basically tax you. That's basically the bottom line. How do they get their cut off of your proceeds in your company? No matter if you call yourself
ahead of time, because everybody want to be independent. So I was like, okay, you're independent. If you make money and you got an LLC and all this stuff, understand the government knows you're making money. Yeah. And if you don't pay your taxes on that, as I say, prepare for this year to pay your taxes for next year. You know, so like that way you can do it but like the Rob Rappers want to just keep that money and think that they can get away with it. I just want to put that out there because I don't think people understand the government.
But that's something now. Now I don't know, Ty, I'm speaking for you, but I don't know if you are going to coach them on that, if that's part of your coaching. But that's something that the artists, that's something you got to do on yourself. You got to take that initiative, depending on how you want to go that route. If you really believe yourself to be an industry entity or a business entity, then you got to be willing to take those steps in getting to the next level as far as a business entity. And then when you bring that to the table with Ty, now Ty can take that, package that all up because he sees you're serious. That shows seriousness and dedication to the craft. And then you are respected as a business.
He's marketing.
Who is that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He takes that and he's gonna mark. And that's what I was getting to. Yeah. And so he's gonna take that and he's gonna push that with the marketing stuff. Ty, you want to add to that, or where were you?
No, I mean, all thing I want to say is that I'm not a financial consultant at all. Like I said,
exactly.
I mean, I can tell somebody that they need to pay their taxes if they make money, you know. But like Besides
You
that,
have a
like,
book.
that's not my. Now, if we were to put on, actually, I don't want to give away too much, but if we were to put on some kind of a seminar, that would definitely be part of it, right? Like,
Yeah, that'd be a good time.
let's talk about it. Like, I
Hey,
would
The
bring
step,
someone who's an expert in that.
the steps, yeah.
You
It's
know,
all part of the
Watch.
steps that we talked about,
You have a
y'all.
book. You have a
Hey,
you have a
King D,
bookkeeper.
King D, real quick. Yeah, seriously, mate. With my monitor speaking in my ear, your mic is cutting the shit out of my ear. Can we adjust your microphone or something?
It's my
Because I
earpiece.
don't know if y'all are hearing it. It's really like, and it's really,
Yeah.
it's
No,
hard
it
to
is.
hear you.
I don't have anything in my ears. I'm going off my phone, but
Yeah,
it
it's
is
really hard to
cutting in
hear.
and out. Like
It's hard to hear
it's
you. So,
staticky as shit.
and we want to make sure your message is clear so people can understand what you're talking about because you're giving some good seeds, you're dropping good knowledge.
You take my earpiece out.
Are you on your
But,
phone doing this? Is your phone mic cut up?
Can you
Are
hear
you
me?
on your monitor mic?
I was on my earpiece, but I just took it off. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
we hear you.
Okay.
That's better. That's better because it was really popping and cracking. It's really loud. I thought it was on my end. I'm sitting there adjusting shit.
Yeah, my earpiece kind of messed up.
And
But
probably
no,
the battery. Usually that happens when the battery's dying. It's probably dying.
I'm finna hop off it. I gotta be at work at 7:30 in the morning. I still got to shower and all that shit, get in bed.
Okay.
But
Hey, did you get anything out of this, Soup? Your thoughts on everything before you sign off?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I have a better idea what Ty does now. I mean, I always thought he was in the management aspect of all of it anyway.
Yeah.
Just from our encounters before.
Might as well do it.
It sounds like you're diving deeper into it with, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, once again, I have to be. I got approached by an independent label a few months back, and they wanted me to manage two of their artists, their clients.
Right.
And I said, I can't jump in like that because, once again, I don't know what they're doing. I can't believe in them.
Right.
Like off the top. Like I just don't. I don't work. I don't operate that way, and I don't think a lot of us do. Right? Like how are you just gonna give your all to somebody that you're like, So what I offered was like, hey, I need to because I know the artist. I'm like, I need to develop them first. I need to get them up here so that they have value. I mean, they were they were offering me cool stuff, cool incentives, but it's like, nah, I can't just jump in feet first with something that I
Right.
that I have not had my hands on. Like I said, I coached Looney for 2 years.
Yeah.
Jet and I worked together for 6 years. We built up a relationship over time. And so
right.
I can't. It's just not part of my personality to go, man. I'm all about the money, man. I see you making bread. Let's do it. Whoop-de-whoop. Like I need to know how you are as a human being.
Yeah.
I'm a peaceful and positive person. I can't jump in there with somebody that shoots for the head, and like just is a gangster rapper or whatever it is, like I can't get into something that I'm not really sold on myself.
Facts.
So so the management side, like I said, it's a development company with managerial duties. So until I decide to like really take that plunge, that's what it'll remain. It'll still be that. Like I've known people for years, but I also don't know what you do with your everyday life. I gotta I gotta get a feel for you.
And it shows the dedication and the commitment also. This is what I was saying where we talked about this earlier for those of y'all that are just tuning in. Thanks to everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to y'all. I see a lot of people tuning in still. We talked about Ty with people basically these are the questions that are going to be answered as the dust settles and everything. You're going to find out who's really serious about what, and you're going to understand who can be committed. If you've got too much life baggage holding you down, you're not ready. That's okay. When you're ready, so these things are going to help you to get ready. But in the meantime, I really love that you're doing this, Ty. I think that this is the next step for artists. As far as the other stuff, business entities and everything like that, that's part of you showing that you're ready. That's something that you're going to have to take care of on your own. And then, of course, what's next after that? Once I become an entity and I'm a business, how can Ty coach and manage me into the next?
What I will say though, Mo, is that I would love to create a management company where I can.
All you need is a bookkeeper.
Where I can
get one bookkeeper, you got a company.
Huh?
If you get you a bookkeeper, you got a company. A person that do taxes, because they know how to tax deductibles. Because if people know, if an artist pays you as a marketing and pay the bookkeeper, just paying you as a marketing team, they'll get a whole big ass deduction off of their taxes. So
I just don't. You know what? So that's a good point you're bringing up, King D. Like marketing to me has become a bunch of fluff. Like a lot of it is fluff. A lot of the numbers are boosted, Instagram followers, all that kind of stuff, streams. You know, you can even buy your way onto the iTunes charts nowadays. Like it's just, you know, those are all marketing tactics, but that's all what I consider to be fluff.
Yeah.
Like, you can pay $50 and get on 10 different blogs, but they might be on page 1 million of the blog. Like, so like, I'm into building organic stuff and then meeting that fluff head on whenever it's the right time. Like you can't pay for fluff and expect to get real results. Like, you know, I'm always going to coach that you need to you know, to do everything as organically as possible on your way up. So that way you know who your fans are. That way you have leverage if you ever get offered a deal. Like if you have no idea where your fans are, that label is going to take advantage of you because they know that you don't know what you're talking about, you know? So once you've identified your, you know, the areas that you can use your leverage, then you can start working out different deals. That's what I learned when Jet signed his deal. You know, like we didn't have everything in order at all. So we got, you know, it wasn't a bad deal, but it was just like, oh shit. Now next time we're gonna be better prepared for that. So we're gonna like hire an analytics guru so he can tell us, he or she can tell us where those streams are coming from, what cities, what counties. That's how you pinpoint, oh, okay, all my listeners are in Cleveland, Ohio, and Columbus, Ohio. I'm gonna spend my bread right there, you know, with kids ages 13 to 24, you know, that's how I'm spending my bread. Like you can't always blow up at home, and that sucks because you want to be the hometown hero, you know. I get it. It's a big deal, you know. But you know, truth be told, there's people who have signed deals out of Austin, Texas, who are rising. So you know, people are like, you know, no one's made it out of here. Well, that's not true. Like, there's people who have made it, but maybe they weren't in your network. You know, that maybe they weren't in your circle. Maybe you never heard of them until they got the deal. You know, but like, I mean, shit, like, you know, when Jet signed with Baby Grand Records, like they put him on some big fucking shows, man. Like, you know, like that was a big deal, you know. And so there has been people that have made it. So it's no point in saying I want to be the first Austin artist to make it. Like, people have made it before, you know. So we can throw all that away and focus on your career path, because everyone has the opportunity to create their own lane of income. Like the competitive stuff is, when I get clients, or the people even start talking about I'm the best, I'm like, man, put that shit aside. Like, it's not about this. Like, stop comparing yourself to other people. Like, stop comparing yourself. Create your own lane, and once you have your own lane, you start figuring out who you can trust. You're the operator of your car. You can let people in as you please, or say, nah, you can't hitchhike with me right now. I'm headed straight, and you can't get in my car right now. You know, so like I really kind of like, I don't know, man. Like I'm like, I definitely am leery of working with artists that are like competitive against other artists. It's like, I really don't like artists that talk a lot of shit about artists. Like, they like rap only about other rappers. It's like, come on, man. Like, you don't live a real life. You're rapping about people who are rapping in character, kind of, you know, like, for the majority, you know, like why are you, you know what I mean? Like, I just like people that are focused on themselves, you know, and that's really how you win, you know, or that's the kind of mind frame that I would want you to be in, that I'm going to try to coach you into. Like, yeah, man, forget about this kind of stuff. You know?
That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
somebody that's not too arrogant too.
Exactly.
You
Thank you,
can't be
Smack.
too arrogant.
Shout out
Um,
Thomas Chapman. Be the best
yeah.
version of you, not better than the next rapper. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Shout out Jerry and J Cool J. Jerry and Cool J Morris. What's up, man? Last time I seen him was at Luray Bars video shoot.
Who'd you say? Thomas who? Thomas Chapman. You talking about Smack?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Smackola,
Yeah.
aka Smack. We giving out governments over here. My bad, Smack.
Yeah, I said,
My
Smack,
bad.
I learned a lot from Smack. I don't know if you were online when I was saying that, but I definitely, have watched you promote your shows, your events, whatever you're on, and like
I'm waiting on my interview, Smack.
you're like a mastermind behind that stuff. And so, like I said, I appreciate the fact that I was able to, to pay attention to what you got going on, man.
Smack, you heard what I said. You heard what I said, Smack. I'm waiting on my interview, Smack. I held up my at the last show at South by, I held up my light for him. I was sitting there holding my camera light so he can, you know what I'm saying?
I was just about to say, I was like, you already talked.
Yeah, man. I mean, we already work together, man. Hey, Smack, we go together, man. Hold up, man. No pause, no homo. All that. Listen, bro. Hold up. We work together, bro. Well, I'll get my interview, Smack.
So when you're ready.
Oh.
And
Smack was all over downtown on South.
man, Smack over there, man. Hey, Smack, he's
Hey,
like,
bro,
hey,
that's-
man, we
that's-
about the same
that's how
age.
he
We
works,
old
bro.
school. Yeah, we old school.
Yeah, he always been like that, dude. He's always all over the place during South by and shit, bro. That's just ever since I've been on the scene out here, bro. That's how he's been.
Every place
Smack
I went
laying
to,
the smack
all over
down.
there. I was like, damn, he DJing everywhere. I was like, do you sleep, Smack? God damn.
Who are you talking about? Do he sleep? You don't sleep. None of y'all sleep, y'all. Man, I'm tired just listening to y'all, man. Y'all shit, blood pressure high and shit.
Whoa, you act like you sleep. What the hell? You
That's
sleep
why my
right
blood
there where
pressure
you at.
up, cause y'all, I'm up, cause of y'all up, man. If y'all turn a light off for some or two, I can get some goddamn sleep.
I was
You know what I'm saying?
I was sleeping at your couch at 4 o'clock.
Good God, he had 30 minutes to go to work and was sleep on my couch. Went home to sleep for 10 minutes to get back up in 10 minutes to go to work. 10 minutes later.
Mo is still up to like 7 or 8. He's like 9 o'clock. He's like, yeah.
Because I'm one of them guys, Ty. I'll tell you real quick. I gotta be honest. Soup, no. I'm one of them guys. Once I start something, I can't stand that little thing I did for you, Soup. You didn't push it out yet. Oh, I didn't email it to you. My bad. You know you can push it from there though on Facebook because that's the actual file. But anyway, I did a thing for Soup. Y'all see it in a minute. I knew. Listen, man, the sky is getting blue. I told myself 3 hours before I'm going to bed. Nah, one little thing just didn't look right. I had to go back all in there. Man, I'm just one of them guys. Once I get something going, I can't sleep until, because I feel like I'll lose the idea or you lose that pizzazz that you're in that spirit. And then when you go back to it, it's like with music. When I do a song, I got to get the song done at least the way I felt it so I could go back and do little tweaks and twerks. Otherwise, you lose that energy and then the song feels flat to you. You don't have that same, I don't know.
That's what I said. The way that you got the same way that you do everything on with the video editing, it's the same way I am as an audio engineer. It's like I'm up for hours. I record the song in maybe like 30 minutes. But it takes the
Hey, I'm with you, Jay.
The mixing, like it takes me hours and hours because I always critique every little bit of thing. And that's how you are with the video stuff. I was like, if people watch you work, they'll be amazed. I was like, Mo, blow my mind, like the stuff that we created. Like, dude, man.
Bro, you know me. You know me, man. King D, you know that's why we work good together, man. You see how we just sat there. You was telling the story. We just dapping each other. Yeah.
We made a movie in 2 days. Come on now.
We made a movie, bro. And y'all and don't go off the teaser because the teasers it's similar to the movie, but there's a lot of different stuff in there. The quality's different. It's just I just slapped that together just to keep y'all eyes fixated on the beanies and the t-shirts and shit. Y'all go to Honest Sticker Shirts and get the t-shirts, man, or go to King D.
That's another thing. That's how fast Mo works. We shot the movie Saturday and Sunday. Mo made the trailer on Monday. He took some of the footage on Monday and said,
Sunday night
and
posted it Monday.
And posted it. He was like, I got the trailer for you. I said, man, I was like, in one day after shooting, 2 days of shooting, for Saturday and Sunday, he already had the trailer done. That's how fast Mo works.
So I gotta let y'all know something real quick.
The trailer's amazing. The trailer is good. And it was like a quick little thing that you did.
I appreciate
the movie
that.
is better. You know, it ain't a lot of dialogue, but the shots and the music, the scoring now, oh my God.
Yeah, and y'all gonna see that here soon. But I got something I gotta let y'all know real quick, man. A real wise man told me this one time, man. He says, and I quote, If you follow the process, you'll expand your brand. Okay. I'm done. I'm through. If you follow the process, you will expand your brand. I don't know who that dude is, man, but that's a guy I think I would listen to and invest in. Because that man knows his shit.
Some island dude.
He's just an island boy.
Island boy.
Ty Gibson,
hell
ladies
no.
and gentlemen, man, we
Hey,
in here
look,
at the Ty.
that's one of them things I was talking about, bro. Like that shit. How the fuck they even fucking make it off that bullshit? I'm still fucking amazed at that shit.
You said it. That ignorance that's out there, that's mainstream. That's that shit that keeps America confused while Russia is trying to slowly take over the world. Go ahead.
No, those dudes are smart.
Hey, since you're touching
Oh,
on
they
Russia
ain't
right now,
idiots. They're not idiots.
They're not stupid at all.
They knew that they
Hey,
was gonna be a one-hit wonder. They did what they did, and look, it don't matter if you talking shit. Remember what I told y'all 2 podcasts ago? I said if nobody ain't talking shit about you, you ain't shit to talk about. Remember I told y'all that? That's a T-shirt, by the way. HonestNiggaShirts.com. If nobody's not talking shit about you, then you're not shit to talk about. They're talking shit about these people, but they're talking about these guys everywhere you go. They're a meme. They're this. They're that. But their algorithm is through the roof.
They got a new song called fucking Trina. That shit go hard. I ain't gonna lie. It go hard. You know? They got good production. They selling NFTs. They selling shout outs. These dudes are business smart. They making money off of doing nothing. You know what I mean? So they're all about marketing and advertising. With the young new school, you know what I mean? That's perfect for the young people if you like literally online all the time. If you got time to be online 24/7, you can be an influencer real quick.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's all about following trends.
But right now, it's all about following the process and making your brand expand.
Exactly.
With Ty Gibson, this is the Ty Gibson segment right now, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we could get carried away on so many different tangents, but I want to just focus on something here. Here's the important thing that I want Austin artists to understand. I'm trying to find a root core item, entity, place, whatever you want to call it, that you can find confidence in and with pride, the right type of pride, okay, in establishing your brand. And I think that tonight we discovered it is preparing yourself for the plug with Ty Gibson. I think if you try it, let's see what happens. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You succeed. I mean, come on, guys. Let's just try it. I'm gonna help him promo this thing. We're gonna do a segment. I'm not sure what day works for you, Ty, but we'll do a day that works for you, and we'll just talk, and then the audience will come. So
Monday marketing mentorship.
Ooh,
And he knows
fried
everybody.
chicken.
He knows everybody in Austin. If he know 50 people, he can have 100 artists, and they all can get 50 shows. It's guaranteed 50 shows. One marketing team. If everybody goes up under him, then y'all all going to the same thing. Y'all all get the same shit. Go to TY. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm going to TY. I don't even do music. I do movies. That's my marketing guy.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm gonna tell the IRS that I paid you $10,000.
I couldn't hear you, but yeah.
No, I said I'm gonna tell the IRS that I paid you $10,000, even if I pay you $1,000, just so I get a good discount on my taxes.
We'll have to work that out.
He'll write off the other 9,000, pay the 1,000 back to the government, and then he get a check for 10,000. That's 9,000 back.
It'll be it'll be a win-win situation for both of us. But I'm still mess with you, my artist, though, because I want you to market him.
Facts.
So I'm gonna talk to you in inbox because he's
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to. Like I said, you know, I just try to help, you know, and I try to give.
Well, you have tonight, and
I
ladies and gentlemen,
my feedback, you know, good or bad, you know, like, you know, and nothing is really bad feedback. Like it's supposed to be constructive, productive, you know.
Right.
It's only bad feedback if you let that ego get in the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, my main thing is I want to talk numbers. I said, so we can talk about everything else. I just want to talk numbers so I can pay you, and then you can just tell me whatever the hell you want, and I'm gonna just follow your lead.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And thank you, King D. Like it's important to be coachable. I'm coachable. You know, like I have my own set of people that I look up to that I get information from that say, Ty, man, you're not doing this right, or so like everyone has to be coachable. Everyone needs a coach,
Yeah.
and whatever I can do for you, King D, that makes sense. I'm down with it for sure, man. So
It's like I always say, y'all heard me say it, always be the student, man. You know what I mean? Don't ever get ahead of yourself. Anybody that thinks that they're the master of something, then they think that they're better than everybody. And that you can't be that. You got to always be the student, always be prepared to learn and willing to learn. I just want to take the time again to thank so many people here that has tuned in to watch Ty Gibson. I mean, this guy from DC didn't think anything of himself. I'm just a regular guy. I'm an honest guy, loving guy. And all these people they're listening, Ty. So I love what you're intending to do. I love what you've already established doing in your I want to say your 15 or so years in the state. You've been here since what, 2007?
Yeah, well, I moved back. I moved back home for 2 years. My mom had some health issues.
Yeah.
Moved back
She
home
okay?
June of Yeah. She is. Thank you for asking. Yeah, she's great.
Okay.
June of 2018, I moved back to DC, and I only came back down because I got laid off because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so, I started getting those unemployment checks. I'm like, shit, I gotta like turn this into something,
Right.
And I packed up my shit and moved back down to Austin. I was living in an Airbnb for the first month and a half, and then I honestly I had 12 clients after my first month, and I'm like, oh wow, I need to stay here,
Yeah.
And so I ended up staying. I got my own place in Austin, and but now I fell in love and moved to Houston, Texas. So
Hey, my agency's out in Houston. I got to get back out there, man. I need a ride though. Soup, you
Hey,
Uber?
you already said though, right? You already said.
Yeah, I know where it's at. I gotta get back out there, man.
Okay.
hey, so just in case anyone is interested, I'm gonna be up there the next 2 weekends.
In Houston?
Saturday, Sunday, no, Austin.
Oh, Austin. Okay.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday.
Can we talk in the inbox? I want to grab a coffee and talk over some stuff in person if you're cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to, King D. Yeah, I mean, I also offer like quality control for I9 Sports. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that organization, but so I'm working up there Saturday and Sunday, both weekends. But I work till 1:30 on Saturday, and then I don't go into work until like 11:30 on Sunday. So you definitely find some time either this weekend or next weekend. But I still Austin's a wonderful place, man, and I miss it. I like being in Houston because of the rich history that they have down here. Like I've now had I've seen Bun B, and like it's not even exciting anymore. It's like, oh,
What's up?
not that I know by name. It's just like you see them out, like, and they support each other.
What up, James?
And so
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, it was. I'm getting ready to get kicked out of this coffee house that I'm in right now.
Yeah.
But Mo, I can't even express my gratitude, man. Thank you so much for for putting me on this platform and for pulling all this information out of me. Like I said,
Right.
I'm not good at marketing myself.
No,
Sometimes
you did it.
I sit and try to post on Facebook, and I'm like, damn, like, what can I post that'll like, and so whenever you see me post, that's me being thoughtful in how to market myself without showing off.
Hey,
Hey.
TY, I don't want to hear
Whatever you-
that no more. You about marketing.
Exactly.
manager. I
Hey,
don't want-
also,
don't say-
you want to show your
don't say
gratitude?
that online no more, okay? You my
Exactly.
marketing manager. You amazing. You the best I ever had. You DJ Khaled to me.
There you go.
Yeah, all right?
Hey,
Don't say that no
hey,
more. I don't
you want to
people
show your
thinking-
gratitude? Show up Mondays now. I think you've just been dedicated a day. What do we call it? Soup. Before you go, Soup's supposed to have been gone 40 minutes ago.
What we call it? Monday marketing mentorship.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Monday
Or
marketing.
Monday mentoring and marketing, something like that.
Hey, but Mo, I'm gonna need a flyer from you though.
I mean, that's not a problem. Also, my podcast sets up a flyer. All I got to do as a reminder, I just put a reminder that on Mondays we do the mentorship, and my podcast creates the flyer. And what it'll do is I'll just upload a picture of you, and boom. That's what I did with Bertha Rendon. I just did an invite. I had a picture of her on my computer for something I was promoting for her. I put the picture on there, and then it promoted as a reminder for me just to say, hey, remember you have this podcast with this guy, and it kept posting. So I could do it like that. It's easy. It's easy. So it's easy.
Monday marketing and
Monday-
mentorship.
Monday marketing and mentor.
Let me write that down because
And you know, and Mo, as long as I'm out, as long as I can invite some special guests on as well that really know marketing like that.
Listen, that's your segment, so you can do what the hell you want.
I'm not like I'm not a marketing guru.
You're not a guru.
I can
That's
tell
all
you
right.
something that won't look good on you, something that will look good on you, or something that is quality versus stuff that's not quality. But you know, I would rather have
You could do what you want. You could do what you want on that segment. That's your segment because I want artists to be able, artists. One thing I before you leave, Soup and Ty, before y'all leave, the one thing I'm very proud of myself about that I've earned, that I work hard for, is when I'm on and I'm doing my things. When I was talking about retiring, I was so touched by how many people were like, bro, no, you can't retire, man. Like, I look forward to your podcast, like, and stuff like that. Soup, you was one of them, by the way, not to put too fine a point on it, but there was a lot of other artists, a lot of other people that reached out to me from other countries that I don't have nothing to talk about. I can't speak the language, but I love watching what you do. I love your energy. And I'm like me, like, so this is how I'm trying to help you, Ty, with doing this, because people trust me. I'm putting their trust in me on you, where we can show them, listen, man, I'm serious about what I do. If you're really trying to get to different levels in your game, this is how we're going to do it. So Mondays is your segment. If you can commit to it, if you can't make it, we'll make notes. Say, hey, Ty can't get in this day because of whatever, but we'll see y'all next Monday. And because we understand with respect to life shit. Everybody agreed on that? Oh, any thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm good.
Okay. So cool. So, and I see the comments. I see a lot of people going to look forward to this. And listen, guys. So now we know what Ty does, and we're going to continue to learn Ty, but also understand he's learning y'all too, because we want to know who's really serious about moving and who's just not ready.
What time Monday we gonna do this? What time?
I say same time. It's going to be 6 p.m. because that's the time I can commit to because of everything else I got going with editing and stuff and getting movies and stuff done. If that doesn't work, Ty, we can work something out. But 6 p.m.
So Mo, is it just a segment of your other podcast, or is it?
Nope, it's the Ty Gibson. It's the Ty Gibson show on Mondays. If that doesn't work,
I like the sound of that. I just got to make sure that I talk it over with my old lady, of course. But yeah. I'll reach out to you, Mo.
Okay, let me know. Oh shit,
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Kissing my damn mic.
Hey, what's the name, Soup?
What's up?
Monday marketing and mentorship.
Monday marketing and mentorship.
What were you saying, Soup?
Shout out to Alicia for buying a Red Tears and a Superman shirt.
Oh, shout out to that. What?
Yeah.
Turn up.
There it is.
If you're looking for the Red Tier shirts, there the link is King Dynasty has the link, but it's in the Everybody Eats segment of the Honest Thinking Shirts thing. So when you log on to Honest Thinking Shirts, go to the Everybody Eats and you'll see all of that. Also, Soup has new merch. He has the Steeler colors, black and gold, Superman, Mr. Mainstream merch. Yeah, so that's out there. So y'all check that out. I told you, Soup, I was gonna do something new for you. So, and then he also has a surprise. I'm gonna let him post it, and yeah, y'all see. So shout out to that. Shout out to my man William Garth. Will, what's up, baby? I see you. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. We gotta let Ty Gibson go, man. The man got life and busy wife and
peace and love.
We gotta close, and Soup gotta go. King D, I love you to death, man. So yeah, man.
I gotta finish writing this movie. So
facts. I really appreciate everybody
get back to work.
In. CJ the Tool Man, Burnt Minter Jr., 44 Gang. Shout out to Kevin Bocanegra Jr. with Big and Little Productions. Shout out Ty Gibson, the man of the hour. Superman, Mr. Mainstream, King Dynasty, ATX Cypher, Alicia Burton, and all the people that tuned in. T Flasher, everybody, man. Smackola, Smack. I need my interview. Hit me up, DM me on Facebook. All right, I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all know my motto before we go. When I tell you I love you, it ain't on no funny shit. It means I see you. I recognize your hustle, your struggle. Remember, it takes one to know one. Keep God in the center of everything. It don't matter what people telling you. Keep God in the center of everything everybody eats. I love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. What is it? Saturday Slam, 3 p.m. Everybody eats. I love y'all, man. And Ty, we'll talk very soon.
Sounds great, Mo. Thank y'all again.
All right, man.
All right,
Peace
bro.
out, y'all.
All right, take care now.
Later.